right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello.
It's not static, AM radio. It's the
Nielson Show, let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromella intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. Let's crack at 6 o'clock and log in with some sirloin bites.
On a Tuesday morning after a long weekend. What is up, Edmonton and the rest of the world? If you're streaming online, let it be known that the Nielson Show is brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
How about that? Weiss Johnson, Edmonton's train home comfort specialist for nearly 50 years. 10% off any new train, furnace, air conditioner, heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle with a furnace or AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfortable now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Train. Train, it's hard to stop a train. They put together a direct link for us to their website, WJ Sports Talk. That's us. WJSportsTalk.com today to check that out. Oh, look at Mr. Mariner over here. 2-0. Congratulations on a series win.
What am I supposed to do?
Hey,
yeah, no,
you guys are up.
Hey, it's
looking pretty good. Looking pretty good.
Hey.
John Schneider's already pulling his next starter.
Yeah,
he's already like, let's get to the pen.
F-bombs, but in a wrong
Let's
sense,
get to
right?
the pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's that's tough, man. Now they got to go on the road and somehow win 2 of 3 in Seattle.
Pitchers Park.
I don't like that.
Pitchers Park.
I don't like that.
No,
this
I mean,
is a little concerning.
It'll be tough. You do kind of feel though that the Yankees was their World Series, and I'm not going to the celebration
that's
part of it.
That's a fair. Yeah,
they put out a lot of juice.
Yeah,
the crowd, the whole
the
bit.
Jays aren't the only team to celebrate after winning a.
No,
but I know what you're saying as far as a rivalry goes, and
they really enjoyed doing it.
But still, I mean, they got to get it together here.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they simply have to get it together. We'll see. But the Mariners are in a very juicy spot heading home. So congratulations.
Yeah, I'll take
Lieutenant
it.
Derek there. Yeah,
let's put it that way.
Yeah. What's going on in YouTube today? Why is everybody?
Everybody's at.
It's all their ats, not their actual like handles over there. It's creeping me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, I'm sure they'll get that sorted out over on YouTube. Maybe there's a way that we can change it visually for us.
At least we still have the crowns, though. Hey.
Yeah, they're still kicking around out there, so that's good. What's going on here with just this one Tombstone guy? I can't get past it. We usually have Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp Funko Pops for Tombstone Tuesday. Today, we only have Wyatt Earp. We do not have the Doc Holliday Funko Pop. It has been taken. It has been misplaced. Why would anybody take one of these? They're just sitting here for this day. There's no reason for somebody to come into the studio and say, hey, I'm going to take Doc Holliday and go put it somewhere else.
I don't want to name names, but you do know the Hello Hockey Show, which airs.
You think
Saturday
Belsey
here in
did
the-
this?
Well, they take our chairs out.
I didn't know they turned. Do all Funko Pops turn like this? First time I ever learned that.
I'm not saying it is Belsey. I'm just saying our chairs get removed from the studio as well. There could be a Funko Pop removed. They remove the chairs and they don't put them back. And then we have to come in on Monday and bring these chairs back in.
I don't know, but there's something going on around here. Something fishy. Something fishy going around the office. Somebody stealing Tombstone Funko Pops. So now Wyatt Earp has to be all by himself today. Which really, yeah, Wyatt Earp all by himself.
No!
If you are watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. If you are listening on iHeartRadio or TuneIn Radio, please tell your friends how easy it is to listen to the show. And of course, if you are listening on the 95.7 Cruise FN simulcast, you can text us anytime. That'll get you to the Paris Jewelers inbox. They've got flexible payment options. How about this one? It's so flexible you don't have to pay until next year. That sounds pretty nice. West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center, and of course online, parisjewelers.com. They're Canadian. They're family owned. Don't be a dud. Be a stud at Paris Jewelers. One of your text messages will emerge as the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza, still making it.
How about this? I got one for you.
Royal Pizza.
Mangiapane is great.
Oh,
Hey, couple of Genos.
there we go.
For the new guy on the
Yeah.
block.
We'll just get the win.
Yeah, that was Pickard, who starts tonight, eh?
Sure.
Da, 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 da.
Big Apple?
I roll with the guy who just picked up a win, right? Even though he wasn't busy. They completely dominated the Canucks. If it wasn't for
good to
like,
see,
yeah, I mean, it should have been much more than it was, but they played very well in that game. Anyway, Royal Pizza still making it great with the best and freshest ingredients. You'll find top-notch service for over 55 years. Pretty good, isn't it? Order online today, www.royalpizza.ca, or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. Somebody said maybe Zach ate the other Funko Pop. Zach, should I not have eaten that? Nobody said I couldn't.
Feels great afterwards, too. It doesn't, it doesn't even bother.
Yeah, no, that was, he's starting to go to Wayne Sports Cards, just getting Funko Pops to eat for lunch and stuff. That's not good. We'll lay out the show for you here. It's funny because last week, Jamie McLennan was flying and he needed Button to flip.
Who's the prima
And
donna
Button
now?
was like, oh, prima donna. Then Button texts me over the weekend and goes, hey, I'm flying Tuesday. Can we switch it up? But Noodles, so I text Noodles like, hey, can you do Tuesday again? Button has to fly. He goes, yeah, no problem. But not one like prima donna comment or anything. Noodles is just that guy.
Just no problem.
Right?
Straight
That's
business.
just,
Yeah, that's telling.
yeah. Sheldon, not in a white garbage truck, says maybe the Doc Holliday Funko Pop got a case of the TB. Got tuberculosis and died over the weekend.
Could be it. Somewhere in the hallway, just green and sweating.
Chris down in Alabama.
Royal Pizza.
Starting Pickard is great. Yeah, that's not bad. Savage the Plumber's trying it as well. Not sure it's going to work.
Royal Pizza.
The Jays are cooked.
Well,
That one doesn't work as well, I guess. Spruce Grove Corey is in. Kempe watch. Kings lost twice this weekend as Jeff Merrick joined in on the Kempe to Edmonton hype train. Meanwhile, on Hello Hockey, Pagnotta said contract talks between the Kings and Kempe have, quote, been paused. Oh my goodness. What is happening? What is happening? I don't know about you guys, but it sure sounds like a done deal. Kempe to the Oilers as a free agent in the offseason.
everybody's talking about it.
Yep. No, it's a pretty big deal. You heard it here first last week on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Royal Pizza.
The Jays really stink. No, that one doesn't work either, really.
Closer than Savage.
It's better than the other one, yeah.
We're gonna find it.
But I don't know if that's gonna work for you either. All right, so yes, you can hit us up at 780-218-9999. Burglar is in and says, I took note of Pickard covering the puck multiple times, even when he could have maybe moved it in the Canucks game. Something Skinner doesn't like to do. Picks has the ability to understand momentum.
Yeah. Was
and control of the
Bouchard
game.
going in on him as well?
Yeah,
Do we have any moments of those?
Boosh closing in on him.
Closing in, yeah.
Brandon Not Manning says, Reed laughing maniacally as he gently strokes the head of the Funko Pop. I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Trevor, are you accusing Reed Wilkins of taking it as a funny joke?
I could see that as soon as I saw
When
that
you
text.
said one name, I didn't want to accuse Reed,
The laugh.
but I thought maybe it was Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Just to mess with us a little bit.
Yeah. He messes with us.
He doesn't like all this tomfoolery either, eh? Like,
Yeah.
you guys see him. It's a very straight
He is
business.
very
he's
serious.
very
Straight sportsman. Yeah,
Outside of Chet Palmer and the bookbinder and stuff.
That's not saying
Well,
that's
that's-
serious.
that's
That's
not
pretty
him.
serious stuff.
Yeah.
It's not him, though.
How was your weekend, Trev?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, God. Forever thankful. So thankful. Huge shout out to the Nasties that helped Zach out at the tailgate.
I saw VR there. He was,
VR was there.
It was a
What
good time.
absolute
Strong man.
beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. First time seeing family on Thanksgiving since I've been in Edmonton, so 3 years.
Nice.
So it was long overdue, man, and it was cool. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like okay. I know some people might disagree with this. Be like, oh no, you love attention. You're in radio. You have to love attention. But to be completely honest, I don't really like attention. But I will say, like, I haven't seen this family in quite some time. So when I'm at the dinner table, they're asking me all these questions, and it felt cool because the last time, you know, they were just like, oh, so who's your favorite person, you know, in the media? Like, what are some of the cool stories? And I was just, like everyone was just so curious about what I was doing. And I was just like,
You were liking it. You were enjoying it.
Yeah, I
As
did
you
like
should.
that.
My
Yeah.
family takes interest in
Yes,
me.
yeah, man.
My family cares about what I do.
Yes, it was crazy. But everyone, my aunts, uncles, cousins, they all had so many questions for me. So I was locked and loaded and told them, some behind the scenes stuff, nothing crazy.
Did you sign a few napkins?
Great, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
serviettes? Just kind of a few.
No, unfortunately not. But I did take some photos, which was cool.
That's good.
Got some photos. Yeah,
Good for
It
you,
was
man.
awesome,
That's
man.
good.
So
What, do you guys have a turkey? Did you go turkey?
had
or-
a turkey.
Nice. That
And
sounds
then
nice.
the one night, and then actually in the same day, I had ham as well.
What?
Yeah, so it was a double dose.
You fat pig. Wow.
Thank you. Yes.
So you guys did ham and turkey, same dinner.
Yeah. Well, so a little bit beforehand,
Oh.
I had supper with my dad. So yeah.
So you hit 2 dinners.
Yes.
Oh man.
And so that was good. So huge
So
shout out to Dad.
did you have 2 all the sides too? Like
Yes, I did.
on the same day?
Yes.
Oh, Trev.
We were hours
Good
apart.
job, buddy.
Hours apart.
That's awesome.
It was.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, man. And so, I had a few brewskis as well. The stuffing was just, all you can eat, man. My
can't
favorite.
go wrong with the
Oh,
stuffing,
my
eh?
gosh, yeah. So it was awesome. Let's go now. See, I'm pumped.
How did your big family
It was
Thanksgiving
good.
go?
It was really good. Everything is safe and sound, and you made it home, planes, trains, and automobiles for a supper. Hey,
Where was I? Did I have 2? Yeah, I was in Regina on Friday. Emilus had a great catch in Regina.
One of the best.
That was a phenomenal catch.
But then Ontario Wilson.
old Pokey Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane.
And you could call them both.
That game
That's
was
good tape.
I had actually
You-
it was
you
good
got
tape.
good
Now I
tape.
can officially try to get a new job somewhere with some new highlight reel stuff. So that was that was good. But the dinner went. Did you have leftover turkey yesterday?
It's there. You know. Yeah.
We crushed sandwiches for lunch yesterday, then full blown leftover turkey dinner last night as well.
Yeah.
Watching the new Is It Cake. Nielson
It
family
Cake?
loves Is It Cake. There's a Halloween edition of Is It Cake.
It is good.
Yeah.
However, I can't stand the host.
You don't like Mikey Day?
No.
He's a little too over the top.
He
but
is cringe.
My wife and kids love him.
Yeah.
So I
that's
put up
fair.
with him.
Yeah.
But I love that show. The ability to
It's
make
awesome,
cakes
man.
that look so much like real things. It
It's
just
pretty cool.
blows my mind every
awesome.
time. So we hit that yesterday. It was kind of fun. All in all, it was a pretty good weekend. It was a lot of fun. We're going to lay out the show for you here. This guy kind of gets it. This is a good one.
Royal Pizza.
The Jays suck at the plate.
There
Right?
we go.
The
Now
Jays suck at the plate.
Now we're cooking.
That's not bad. Also goes on to add, unlike Royal Pizza, which is amazing.
It's a nice touch. Yeah.
It's a nice little text, actually. They don't have a handle yet for texting in, but I like it. I'm going to put it in the mix there. All right, we'll get to more of your text messages. It is a game day, so we'll dive into that. Morning announcements coming up. We're going to get fired up just after 6:30 today. The good, bad, and ugly from a long weekend. Those are always fun. We're We're going to get into that around 6:45 today. Jamie McLennan's going to be by. He'll be our GS Construction Hockey Insider today. We'll get his thoughts on how do you manage Skinner and Pickard early in the season. All right, both got a game under their belt. Heading on a 5-game road trip. What's that look like? So we're going to get into that a little bit. Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. I've already sent it off to the team over at Play Alberta. It'll be not too crazy, nothing crazy, just a little parlay for tonight's Oilers game. They are a minus 141 favorite going into a place that some people refer to as the Big Apple. So we're going to get into that. Weekly confessions for Spectrum Rental. That'll happen around 7:30 today. Marshall Ferguson is going to join us to take a look at the CFL playoff picture, a picture that the Elks are still a part of heading into week 20. That's interesting. Then we'll have kind of easy trivia. We'll have 3 questions too many. 8:30 today, deep dive into the Oilers and Rangers with your orange and blue breakfast for GCL Diesel, and then, of course, the wrap for William Huff. So we've got lots to get to. 6 o'clock hour in the Nielsen Show, brought to you by Ewell.
Ewell, your partner in power.
Yes, Ewell, your power play specialist. Ewell's got the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations. And, of course, you can order online anytime, ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical, which is always very exciting. All right, let's dive into your morning announcements. Not to get to from the weekend in sports. All right, morning announcements. Edmonton Oilers put away the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks hung around for a little bit. The Oilers definitely the better team there. They kick off a road trip, 5-game road trip, 7 of their next 8 on the road. They kick it off tonight in New York against the Rangers. We'll get into that with Jamie McLennan. We'll get into that with your orange and blue breakfast a little bit later on as well. How about the Edmonton Elks? Staying alive with a must-win situation against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Pull it off. We'll still need some help.
They had that 14. They had it.
Yeah, that would have helped them in the head-to-head tiebreaker against the Bombers. They did not get that. But they did get the win.
I know.
Keeps them alive. They will need some help. The interesting thing is that Winnipeg, who's not been all, they haven't been.
They're not
awesome
all-world
lately.
bombers that we are used to.
Here's the problem, though. Saskatchewan has first place in the West locked up. They were practicing yesterday. No Trevor, they basically look like they're going to sit a bunch of guys. After that, Winnipeg gets Montreal to wrap the season. And Montreal could be fighting with Hamilton, or will be fighting with Hamilton, because Hamilton doesn't play this week.
Correct.
Montreal will be fighting with Hamilton for top spot in the East. So Montreal, that's
both home games for the Blue Bombers as well.
But that's a game that Montreal could have to have.
Oh, they need it, yeah.
So if somehow Jake Mayer and the Riders could upset the Bombers this week, and you know what? It's not too crazy to think. They've got a good rushing defense. If they can contain Brady, and Nick Dembski looked like he hurt himself last game, and Zach hasn't been great anyway. I think there's an outside chance.
The thrill of knocking them down
yes.
a notch too. It's a rivalry game, so I don't think. And I think a guy like Jake Mayer is going to,
this is his Grey Cup.
Exactly.
This is Jake Mayer's Grey Cup right
They'll
here.
get out there and they'll get after it, I'm sure.
Oh man.
But then
Edmonton has to beat BC.
Well, they have to do their work.
Yeah.
They have to beat BC, and then that last game at home to the Stamps makes it interesting. The Stamps host the Argos. We were talking about if the Argos could kind of stay around, sniff around in the contention.
I don't know about that.
They're not. So you saw them up close and personal there on Friday night. The non-playoff Argonauts. So they visit.
Still, they
Calgary.
hung around more than I thought they would in that game.
Yeah, well, they did. I don't think there's an easy out necessarily. There are teams that are maybe better than others, but it's not like anyone.
The Argos with Daggies should be as easy out as you can
Argos
get
with Daggy, but they still have good players on their team.
Yeah.
So Stampeders host the Argos Saturday, and then obviously visiting the Elks Friday. So I don't know.
It sounds the
it's
BC
not the
Lions have been
Lions
very good as of late.
Yes.
But still, the Elks have recently beat Winnipeg. They've beaten Calgary, and they've beaten the Riders. Like, they've beaten all the teams in the West. They could beat the BC Lions.
Still not sold on BC's defense to keep them in win games. So I don't know. Could be interesting. Friday night, 8:30 in BC. Those games are always a little voodoo ham.
I'm calling that game too. So hopefully some wild and crazy stuff happens. That's the only game I have this week in Vancouver. Friday night, Elks and Lions. Very much looking forward to that.
The playoffs for the Elks continue.
Well, and somebody
they've been playing playoff games here for the past 2 or 3 weeks.
They're 2-0 in the playoffs so far. So go out and get another one. We'll come back around to all of this with Fired Up here just after 6:30. And then your good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. If you need a conch this morning, hit us up, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Let us know why you need the conch. We'll certainly mix in a few of those as we work our way through the hour as well. As for the National Football League, we had a double dip last night. If you would have had the old Bears-Falcons parlay, you would have done very well last night. The Atlanta Falcons, I don't even know if I should say the Atlanta Falcons. I should just say Bijan Robinson and Drake London beat the Buffalo Bills yesterday.
And the Bills are the most overrated team in the NFL.
Whoa, wait a second here. You're a Bills fan.
Total frauds. I don't even know if they make... The Patriots are leading the division this morning. I don't even know if they're a wild card team.
Okay, now what are your real thoughts on the Bills?
I don't know. They don't look good.
Oh, this is the interesting thing against the Bills. Before the Bills.
Have you seen the Patriots' schedule for the run-in? They could easily finish first. It's a garbage schedule. The way they're playing right now.
The Bills wins this year. Came back to beat the Ravens week 1. Crazy, 81 points in that game.
But the Ravens...
when we saw the Ravens are still a one-win team.
Sure.
Since then, the Jets, who haven't beaten anybody.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, who I think still suck the big one. And then the Saints.
I think it's 3-20 something.
3-21, I think I saw last night. I thought Naylor tweeted that out. That mean maybe the Bills aren't that.
Between now and mid-November, the Bills will host the Chiefs and host the Buccaneers as well. 2 tough outs there. Divisional game with Miami. They play the Steelers. They'll play the Pats again. Eagles.
Yeah, the Panthers coming off a bye, though. That's nice.
Yeah. They'll go to Carolina and probably wax them, and everybody will think, oh, yeah, they're back and all this. But seriously, look at the Patriots' schedule. It is hilarity. There's no way that they're not winning the division.
Oh, now you're putting all this pressure on the Pats?
But I'm just saying the Bills aren't going to win outright here. They're obviously going to drop a few. There's a few tough games.
All right, here's the Patriots.
Patriots have a cakewalk.
At the Titans versus the Browns, Falcons, Bucks. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Jets, Bengals, Giants. Then a bye week. Then the Bills. Then the Ravens. And then the Jets and Dolphins. Yeah, I mean, the Patriots should win maybe 11 games.
Easier schedule than the Bills. And the way the Bills are playing, I just don't. I don't know.
And then the other game last night, the Bears pull it off. The Lions division is now Packers at 3-1-1, Lions at 4-2. How about the Kansas City Chiefs? Hey, can I get a conch for the Chiefs for playing a penalty-free football game? That's incredible. That blows me away. The week after they had the most penalties they've had in years, the Chiefs bounce back and don't take a single penalty in that game. That's a conch for the Kansas City Chiefs playing the cleanest football game of all time. What a joke.
There's one thing we know about
a football game with no penalties?
Wow.
Come on, you're telling me the Kansas City Chiefs didn't commit one infraction. Well, I guess Jones had the one he was offside, but they declined it because they picked up a first down anyway. But come on, that's ridiculous.
If you look hard enough, you can call a penalty on every single football play.
But no,
but refs don't do it because
not on one play.
No, of course not.
What are we doing?
Yes,
that's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with that. In case you were wondering.
And the Chiefs. I mean, your classless Lions knocking them around post game.
Can I say one more thing about the Chiefs? I hate the way Patrick Mahomes walks. I hate the way Patrick Mahomes runs.
What about talks?
I hate him. I mean, I also hate the way he talks. His stupid little Kermit the Frog voice. This guy drives me insane. I've officially. I was watching this game this weekend where he walks like with a tight little ass or something.
Yeah.
I'm just enough. Walk like a normal human. And then he runs around like an idiot. It's talking all. I'm done with Patrick Mahomes. He is now probably top 3 most hated athlete for me. Look, I'm sorry. I'm done with him.
And you're
I
not
don't know
on
why
the
he
lock
walks
shop
the
today.
way he walks.
You're not on the lock
I'm
shop.
not on the
today.
lock shop today.
Yes,
I'm not on the lock shop today. But I despise Patrick Mahomes. I hate him. I hate him. I know hate's a strong word, kids. You shouldn't use the word hate. But I hate Patrick Mahomes. And then yesterday, we're sitting there. Marshall and I are playing Madden. He's got the Chiefs. I've got the Lions.
Oh.
And I'm pumping him. And then Tammy comes downstairs. She sits down. And I'm up on Marshall like 29-13.
I'm pumping him.
And I'm just like, I told Marshall, I said, just so you know, buddy, I can't lose to Patrick Mahomes again. I hate this guy.
Yeah.
Tammy sits down, and Marshall's sitting in front of the couch, and I'm sitting on the couch. Tammy looks at me, and she goes, you should just let him win. I said, I can't let him win. Like, come on. I can't let him win. I can't lose to the Chiefs twice in one weekend with the Lions. She goes, let him win. Let him win. So we get down. I'm driving the field. He's up 39-38. I'm driving the field, get within the 10-yard line, run the ball 4 times, can't get in. Ran the ball 3 times, couldn't get in, and then rolled out with Goff, had a guy open in the corner, and I'm just like, and then I tried to run for a touchdown with Goff. He tackles me. He goes, Daddy, you thought you were going to run in with Jared Goff? And I'm looking at Tam. I'm like...
So he's not even getting it when you make it obvious yet.
No, that's the thing. So I'm laying down. I'm putting him to bed last night. And I say, hey, buddy, what was your favorite thing about today? He goes, well, I have to say, coming back and beating you on Madden, it's just like joking. I'm like, so anyway, I Patrick Mahomes ruined my weekend. Basically, Patrick Mahomes. I hate that guy. Yeah, and then I told Tim after, I said, just so you know, Marshall's favorite thing today was beating me in Madden.
Yeah.
She goes, see, that's why you let him win.
Yeah, but if he was the Colts,
the
Colts, you would have just. It doesn't matter.
Right? Roll over there. I mean,
the fact that it was the Chiefs.
I will say this: twice this weekend, he beat me when I was trying as hard as I could to. He's pretty good at Madden now. He's watching last night. He's watching the football game with me last night, and on the one that the Commanders blocked, I think Marshall's like, "Oh, of course they blocked it. They went load block left." I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, look, it's just like the video game. You choose load block left. It brings everybody from the left.
Gee,
I'm like, geez.
A kid learning from a video game.
Yeah.
Getting interested.
I know. That's the thing. Hey, Stu Johnston, your move.
You're on the clock.
Chris in Alabama says, thank you, Dusty. Mahomes is a punk. His days are over. Maybe State Farm will drop him and he can pair up with that damn emu. Chris in Bama. I'm going to get to this one here, too, from Sickler. Says, can I get a conch, fellas? I'm in Calgary all week for meetings. I know, what a shocker. Yeah, right, Sickler. Sickler's Jay's buddy, who I'm not even sure is employed, but he's always at meetings. Unbelievable. All right, we've got a sports update coming up. We're going to get fired up. A couple of reasons you should be fired up right now in this city, but there's one that I want to talk about a little bit. And then the good, bad, and ugly from the weekend still to come as well. 6 o'clock hour in the Nielsen Show is brought to you by Ewell. Let's get to a sports update right now with Lieutenant Eric for Paramount Flooring. Proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their showroom offers all the best and latest in flooring, tiles, and of course, those very popular area rugs at the corner of 184th Street and 107th Ave, open 7 days a week. Tell them EST sent you. You get 10% off your next purchase in-store or online, actually, at ParamountFlooring.ca. Here's the update.
The Edmonton Oilers kick off a 5-game road trip tonight against the New York Rangers. Puck drop 5 o'clock. You can join Tom Gazzola. He'll be live from Boston Pizza Westgate location with your GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage gets underway at 4 o'clock here on EST. The Oilers, of course, picking up a 3-1 victory over the Canucks Saturday night. Elsewhere yesterday, Blues topping the Canucks 5-2. The Kings, they would fall in a shootout to the Wild 4-3. Avalanche over the Sabres 3-1. Jonathan Taves gets his first point in over 2 years as the Jets would win 5-2 on the road against the Islanders, and the Blackhawks knocking off the Mammoth to the tune of 3-1. In the trash. The disrespect. Out of the garbage kiss. Oh, okay. On the diamond, Julio Rodriguez and Jorge Polanco with a pair of 3-run home runs. Mariners pound the Jays 10-3 to take a 2-0 series lead back to Seattle. Game 3 will go tomorrow night. In the NLCS, the Dodgers take Game 1 2-1 over the Brewers. Game 2 tonight back in Milwaukee, 6:08. Week 19 of the CFL wrapping up yesterday with a Thanksgiving game. Alouettes winning their 4th in a row as they defeat Ottawa 30-10. Week 20 will kick off Friday with a doubleheader. The Riders visit the Blue Bombers, while the Elks look to keep their playoff hopes alive there in BC to tackle the Lions. Kickoff 8:30. Bijan Robinson matched a career-high 170 rushing yards as the Falcons would beat the Bills 24-14. While Jake Moody's 38-yard field goal would win it for the Bears 25-24 over the Commanders. And back over to hockey, the Oil Kings now sit atop the division with a 7-2 record following a 5-2 victory of the Hurricanes. Miroslav Holinka and Lukas Sachin each with a pair of goals. Oil Kings back in action tomorrow when they welcome in the Portland Winterhawks. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their showroom offers all the best and latest in flooring, tiles, and area rugs. Corner of 184th Street and 107 Avenue, open 7 days a week. Tell them EST sent you. You get 10% off your next purchase in-store or online at ParamountFlooring.ca.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
I'm your huckleberry.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
6:37. Creed Tuesday coming up a long weekend here on the Nielson Show on 95.7 Cruise FM, live on YouTube, on TuneIn Radio, on iHeartRadio, and of course at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. You can text us anytime. That'll get into the Paris Jewelers inbox today. One of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza. It's the text of the day. The Wolf texted and it says the Wolf was with 3 first-time listening ladies with him in the crew truck this morning. Oh. Can I get a conch? None of them have had their coffee yet. Oh, yeah, they're going to love this. All right, we've got Jamie McLennan coming up just after 7 o'clock this morning. Weekly Confessions on the way in hour number 2 as well. Marshall Ferguson to dive into the CFL playoff picture right now. Also, your good, bad, and ugly from the weekend from both myself and Lieutenant Eric and YouTube Trev. We've got that coming up for you as well. We're going to get to a few more of your text messages here. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. It is a game day. The Edmonton Oilers will get the New York Rangers. Edmonton Sports Talk today, every day, all day. Brought to you by our partners over at Play Alberta. We will get to your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day around 7:25 today. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery. And it's all in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now. Start playing today. Use the code EST50. Deposit $50, get a $50 free bet. Use the code EST Sports. Deposit $50, get a $50 free bet. Or use the code EST Casino and deposit $50 to get $50 to play within the casino as well. It's all more convenient than ever with the new and improved Play Alberta app. All right, let's get fired up right now.
What are you
here
so
in
fired up
Edmonton.
about it? I feel like we've hit everything, and I don't know what
I
it
am
could
pretty
be.
fired up about a lot of stuff
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
The whole Patrick Mahomes thing, even on the one touchdown he had, gets into the end zone and he's acting like he ran over 4 people to get to the end zone. He didn't have to basically get by anybody. And then you got Collingsworth acting like he's the only quarterback that's ever broken a tackle in the history of quarterbacks. Literally, this is coming off, watching Baker Mayfield earlier in the day. And what's his old Collingsworth's like, does anybody break tackles like this guy does? What are you talking about?
Patrick Mahomes. Having CeCe on the call, though, just makes it it's like hot fudge on an ice cream. So like that.
I can't take it. I cannot take it, man. It drives me nuts.
See what he's doing.
You do. It's a good Collingsworth.
It's just
That's
terrible.
a good Collingsworth. I like that. Yeah. All right. We are getting fired up today. It's brought to you by Gemco Fireplaces. They have all of your Napoleon products, all of them. Any Napoleon products you're looking for, you will find it. Where? Where will you find it? You'll find it at Gemco. Proudly serving Edmonton area for 45 years. They are the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco. 9281 50th Street. Abutski over in the chat, kind of what I want to get a little bit fired up about. It says, like every CFL team this year, the Lions can be had. Hopefully it's the Elks' time.
Yeah.
Well, and this is kind of what I don't know how. I mean, Elks fans will get it, but the city should be getting it as well. Rankin is a superstar, man.
Yeah.
Justin Rankin is an absolute beast.
And he's locked up.
He's signed for 2 more years. Everybody's always like, I can't get his jersey because he's going to be gone next year. This guy's signed through 26 and 27.
Yeah.
Go out and buy a Justin Rankin jersey because this guy is the real deal.
2-year deals. That's so CFL, hey?
So CFL.
I mean, how do you buy his jersey when you don't know if he'll be here in 2?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, a 2-year deal is a complete waste of time.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought, isn't that what they say?
How can you support a guy when he's only under contract this year and then 2 more years? Which is what's happening with Justin Rankin right now. Right? It's totally unbelievable to think that a city could possibly get behind a guy who's only going to be here for 2.5 more years.
You don't know.
Then could very well leave and go sign with any team in the Canadian Football League.
Sure. I tell you, that fired me up. When I saw Rankin's deal announced, it was like,
Just a couple more years, eh? What a waste of time.
Can't buy his jersey.
But Rankin is, I mean, he's incredible. And Cody Fajardo, don't get me wrong. Cody Fajardo and his grittiness and the fact that now he hasn't turned the ball over in like 165 pass attempts. So Cody Fajardo looks after the football. But Cody Fajardo's not going out there slinging it around for 400 yards. This offense and this team staying alive is heavily on the shoulders of Justin Rankin. And I will say this, their defense is getting after it recently.
A much improved defense. And not a revelation for Cody Fajardo. I mean, we kind of knew what he's
doing exactly what he does.
But he came in and again, didn't pout or make things difficult early on. We got our look at Trey Ford, and he's in there. So I think it's just sometimes putting it all together, and I've talked the kicking game as well, as the kicking game had some warts earlier in the season, albeit in BC
Left
as
5
well.
points on the board in this game,
and again
too.
this week. So it's just good teams find ways to win, and usually they play in all 3 or even 4 facets of the football game. So yeah, there's a lot of good and a lot of improvement. I think we've seen that over the year, and that gives you excitement and for things moving forward, not only in this season, but in the years to come. But I think from the Lions as well, I mean, I'm still not sold on their defense. They haven't allowed over 30 here since back at the beginning of September. But they still allow teams to be in it. If it wasn't for their track star offense, they'd be picking up a lot more L's or having closer games. So I think with this Elks defense coming about, it'll be a good matchup against that Lions O. And we'll see what Cody can do against that BCD, which, again, I just don't think... I know the Lions are sexy, and they can move the ball down the field, but I don't see that as a championship pedigree defense.
Yeah, I'm not too sure who I would pick as my team to win the Grey Cup right now, which I guess is kind of good for the league. Like, it's pretty wide open.
Who are the Elks chasing for that crossover? Like, who's that? It's not going to be the Lions.
It's not going to be the Lions. It's the Stamps.
But who do you think is trending kind of...
Well, I still think
Coming
the
off this
Bombers are
week.
there to be had.
Yeah.
like
Record-wise, yes, but-
yeah, record-wise. The very interesting thing, and I heard the guys talking about this. I was driving home from calling that game. And first of all, what a weekend in the Canadian Football League! Like in that game alone, they go for it on 3rd and 2. And I was like, are they actually going to snap this ball? Like, this ball's at midfield. It's 3rd and 2. Actually, 3rd and 2 from the gun.
So I think somebody tweeted that.
So, yeah.
I think I
3rd
saw.
and 2 from the gun. Anyway, so they hand it off to Rankin. Not only does he get the 2 yards, he goes for 64 and a touchdown. I mean, that was incredible stuff. And then we get the madness surrounding this. First of all, Javon Leake's got to hold the ball better than that. He has it down here. It was ridiculous. He fumbles it. It bounces around. Cordell Jackson. Hey, if you want to get a jersey of somebody, Cordell Jackson, throw a 13 on that jersey.
Did you have Leak in fantasy?
I did have Leak in fantasy.
See that? Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I remember us talking about that.
Yeah,
Anyways,
he finished with 0.1 points.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, Cordell Jackson scoops it up after a fumble on the punt return. Jackson gets it, takes it down, touchdown. I had Elks defensive special teams too, so that was good.
Okay, saw.
So yeah, Cordell
awesome.
Jackson takes it down, scores, and then Ontario Wilson, who was in camp with the Jets in the NFL. The Jets could probably use this guy. I don't know what's going on down there right now. They suck. He makes one of the most spectacular catches you'll ever see, regardless of which side of the border it's on. He lunges back to a ball that's about to fall down. It was just
tipped by the defender. And he tips it
awesome
twice,
stuff.
I think, on the way down.
Awesome stuff. So anyway, I'm driving home after calling that game, listening to the Green and Gold postgame show with Maddie and Milne, best in the city, not even close. And Maddie kind of got into it, and he was right. If Calgary, Winnipeg, and Edmonton are tied, Edmonton actually gets in ahead of Winnipeg. Because the second tiebreaker is head-to-head records among the 3 teams who are tied.
If it's a three-way
tie.
Yeah.
So, and the Bombers lost all 3 to Calgary, I think. So, and now they're 1-1 against Edmonton. So Winnipeg would be 1-4. Edmonton already has multiple wins there. So if all 3 teams are tied, Winnipeg's actually out. And Edmonton is in with Calgary. So that's a really interesting twist in this whole thing. Yeah, that's a really interesting twist. Could you imagine that? A 3-way tie? And Edmonton gets in on the secondary tiebreaker.
So yeah, Edmonton would have to obviously.
Edmonton's got to win.
Edmonton has to win out regardless. Winnipeg would have to go 1-1 over the next 2,
which isn't crazy to think.
No.
Right? And then Calgary would have to go 1-1 as well.
Yeah, I could see the Bombers dropping at least 1 out of the next 2.
And then Calgary gets Toronto.
That's an easier.
But then who else do they get? Edmonton to wrap the year.
Well, they'll have it in their hands. It's that Calgary-Toronto game that might. But the Bombers,
that's a tough one.
They are at home, which they play better. I'm telling you, having this conversation on October 14th is great.
Yeah.
That's the win.
No,
it really is the win
good.
this season.
Yeah, I think you should be a little bit fired up about this team moving into next year, I think. And mostly because of Justin Rankin, because that guy's the real deal. Moist Man texts into the Parachuters inbox, 780-218-9999, says, what's the big deal with wearing a player's jersey after he's gone anyway? So what if Rankin is gone after his contract? Yeah. He's an exhilarating player to watch with the Elks. That's it. I'm buying a Rankin jersey. I've convinced myself.
I love it. No, you buy it because you liked it. He either produced a memory or you like the player. So what if he like it? As he leaves, you remember him by having the jersey. Oh yeah, I remember that time that he busted that did something that got me to get the jersey.
Pretty much,
that's the
90% of people at the stadium are wearing jerseys of older players anyway.
They're not going to play forever. Hey.
You see this text from Atif? He says, hey guys, I need some advice. I asked a girl out. Oh, Atif, we love you, buddy. Atif texted and says, I need some advice. I asked a girl out for coffee. She agreed, then ended up bringing another guy with her. I asked, who's this? She said, this is my brother. I just wheeled out. Should I have stayed? I mean,
No, you can be picky. I think you can pick your spots. Yeah.
Like it's just a brother. It's not like if it was like this is my boyfriend, then I'd be like, okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
what
If it's
the
just
heck?
your brother, you could have stayed. I like her going, oh no, this is my brother, and it just turns around and wheels out. Like, nope, I do not go on dates with brothers and sisters. This is not how it works. Oh, okay. A con for a thief to hang in there. Sure, yeah.
I like that. Who is this?
And a conch for the girl feeling so frightened she had to bring her brother.
broke
to the
her
date.
heart.
Yeah.
Wheels, he broke her heart.
The Douglas says, guys, I'm having flashbacks of listening to the Rankin family on road trips.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah,
now
yeah,
that
yeah.
he's signed for 2 more years,
Yeah.
and how good he is,
Yeah.
he's got 13 touchdowns this year.
We need a Rankin
There
family.
should be a Rankin family parody song for
Yeah.
Justin Rankin. Simple as that. Let me put it in the phone. I'll try and get on. We got some time. I'll do it for next year. Let's see here.
the same they do. Yeah, you got the Mull River Shuffle. Borders in Time. I think you feel
There's
the
one
same
that I
way
know,
too.
isn't there?
You
What
feel
is
the
it?
same
Is
way
that the
too.
one?
That's the one. You played as a return.
The Justin Rankin family. I think we could do
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Like, that would be kind of fun. Gus says, hey guys, it's Gus. Is Fajardo under contract for next year? If so, where is Trey being traded to? Winnipeg? Question mark. Thanks, Gus. We'll get to that in the offseason. I don't think we need to get to that right now. How about this one?
Yeah.
D-Rex texts in.
nice.
And then we get to our good, bad, and ugly. D-Rex is in and says, I'm pretty tight with my jersey money to begin with. I like to make sure that those players I put in my back have definitely earned it.
Yeah.
I had a little birthday to myself this weekend at the game, and I got myself an 81 Hervey jersey and a home number 16 Matt Dunnigan jersey. Can't wait to break those out at Grey Cup.
Can't go around with the class.
That sounds nice,
Yeah,
too,
I,
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, that sounds nice, too.
And who isn't tight with
But
the jersey?
I want to see a ton of Rankin jerseys in the crowd next year.
He's your mop.
He's definitely their candidate for MOP.
Absolutely.
Like 100%. And if they somehow squeak in the playoffs, he will get some votes for MOP in general. It's probably going to be Nathan Rourke, but still, Rankin's been outstanding. All right, good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. Let's get into this. If you want to play along, you can text us your good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. We'll do that. Jamie McLennan coming up just after 7 o'clock today to help us start to set up the Oilers and the New York Rangers. Oilers launching a 5-game road trip, so we'll get into that with Noodles a little bit. Skinner started the season opener, didn't win it. Pickard started on Saturday. Was not very busy, but did win that game. What do they do between the pipes heading into this road trip? We'll get into that a little bit as well. But let's get into our good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. Rick, what's your good?
It's got to be the Oilers.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, they did look really good.
Well, it's the Oilers, and they won. And they beat the Canucks, which is always a positive.
I thought you'd go with your wonderful Mariners picking up 2 on the road.
Nobody wants to hear that. That could be an ugly or a bad, but it's definitely not a good today. Noah Philp, his sins in game 1 against the Flames were, it bounced off him pinball-esque into the net.
Classic bounce back
he gets
story.
on the score sheet. Kelvin Pickard, you mentioned the bread man as well, having a great start to the season. McDavid with an assist. They got. You're embarking on a 5-game Eastern trip. It's important to at least get a little result here before you head out on that one, and that's what they did.
Did you know that Philp played for the University of Alberta?
Like the Golden Bears?
The Golden Bears. He was a Golden Bear. I swear to God, yeah.
Not the football.
I'd never heard of it before, but he was in fact a Golden Bear.
Source?
The Golden Bears, actually. Yeah, they point that out. All right, Trev, what's your good from the weekend, buddy?
Obviously Thanksgiving, the food was awesome. But
so good.
I have written down here the Oilers win as well. It was great, man. It was an awesome win. I was very surprised and impressed with their performance going into the third period. 0. The Vancouver Canucks had 0 grade A scoring chances. That's
a tidy game right there.
Yeah, man. It really was. And it was the first time in I don't know how long where line 1, okay, go out there. Line 2, line 3, line 4, back to line 1. They were rolling out.
Are you saying this is a complete team, buddy?
It sure looked like it the other night. Tonight will obviously, I'll be watching that for sure. But it was awesome. And that's kind of what I like this Connor and Leon on line 1 together as of right now, at least, because it gets the other guys more involved. And so I thought it was fun. It was a good game. I was a little scared. I was like, if anyone's going to lose this, it's going to be the Oilers. As soon as the first one, I'm like, they're going to lose this because they're just playing so good right now. But that ended up not being the case. It was a really, really good win. So that's my good.
My good was yesterday. We had no sports. to go to. Like the kids didn't have hockey, they didn't have basketball, they didn't have football, they didn't have anything. I had no work to do. It was no family were over yesterday. It was just like a full day of nothing.
Sweats.
For the family. Yeah. Like it was just, those days are very rare for us, whether I'm home on a weekend or the kids aren't playing sports. Yesterday was awesome. I climbed into bed last night. I said to Tam, this must be how rich people live. Like nothing going on, right? Like nothing going on in their life. Like just, you got all the money in the world. You don't have to work. You just hang out. And she goes, I guess that is how rich people live. I said, wouldn't that be something? I've mentioned that every day. Every day. Not having like any responsibility. Just going to hang out with your family at home. That'd be incredible. So that was my good yesterday. It was just it was an awesome day. We have an apple tree in our backyard.
Okay.
Which we've never. So if you were,
are you just defining like this out or
no? Well,
you don't. Yeah.
This is by far the most productive year it's had in like 9 years.
Yeah.
Swear to God, there were 400 apples on this tree.
Okay.
It was insane. So Tam and the kids cleared the bottom half earlier in the week. Then yesterday I took a ladder. I'm climbing up in this tree like a monkey. I'm pulling down all these.
Get the good
apples
ones up there too. Eh?
Well, this is the thing. I heard that if you spray maybe a tree in the spring, the apples will all be good. Like a lot of our apples were ruined. We ended up probably about a quarter of them we kept. But I really want to become an apple tree guy next year now. Like, I don't know if you spray it in the spring and then the worms don't get to the apples or however it works.
And
then we have so many apples. I could sell apples to you guys here at work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was plucking from the apple tree yesterday. It was just a great day. Awesome day.
Big straw hat.
We put all of our patio stuff back in the shed.
Oh, I get
there's been years I've been doing that when it's storming out, it's snowing. I'm like, I was like, no, let's get ahead of it.
Put the rink up.
So it was great. Nope, no rink anymore.
Not yet.
No,
not anymore.
No, I gave the boards away last year to another family. They can have a rink now.
You'll be back.
All right, what's your bad from the weekend?
Bad is, I could go with the Bills, but I'm going to stick with football. College persuasion. Penn State firing and buying out head coach James Franklin, $48.6 million buyout. And this is after they were a game away from the national championship last year.
See, so this guy can sit around with his family all day.
Well, he doesn't. That's the thing. There's a clause in his deal
that if he goes work somewhere else, the buyout's gone.
Penn State will have to match it, so he can take like a practicum job at like a TV station, and they'll have to pay him. You know, if they pay him like $20 an hour there or something,
yeah.
Penn State has to. So they're requiring him to take a job in broadcasting or coaching, but he should just take a low-level entry job, and then Penn State has to pay it. But $48.6 million, second highest buyout of a college coach. To do like
$48.6 million to go away.
You were talking about sitting around on a day and doing nothing.
That's what I mean, that's his life now, forever.
This is him.
He could literally do nothing for the rest of his life.
Sure, and live very comfortably.
He could pick apples every day.
Sure, he could buy an orchard.
Man, I want to get a job that I suck so bad at. They pay me $48 million to go away.
Right?
Oh, college football is effed up. It just really is.
In a sense, yeah.
Trev, what's your bad from the weekend?
Yeah, so I'm going to steer this one away from sports, just like you did in your first one there, Dusty. But my bad, I'm driving home, and I see this. I'm like, what is that? That looks familiar. Snow.
What?
I see snow. I see lots of snow. A lot of friends posting in the mountains. Snow is here, and I guess
snowed at my parents' place.
Yeah, it's just I love that hockey's back. I really, really do. But man, I'm gonna miss this summer. Summer's officially over, boys. Well, it was a while ago, but I walked out and there was like a skiff of snow in my car when I was leaving. I'm like, what the heck is this? It just puts me in a mood. I'm cold always, and Edmonton winters are no joke.
They hit hard. They can.
Yeah, like it's insane. I'm just cold always. I'm wearing my jacket right now. I'm always.
I noticed
cold.
you're wearing a very warm jacket right now.
So I had to dust this off. But my bad is just this winter's coming. And winter's.
My bad. I'll keep it quick. Tyler Myers gets fined $2,500 for a stick to the nuts on McDavid. $2,500.
That's it.
Come on, man. Like you just that.
Those jewels are worth more than that.
That was a really good cup check job.
He's gonna learn his lesson now.
Like, come on, that $2,500. That's literally nothing. Do you know how many times James Franklin could stick somebody in the nuts? If it's just $2,500, and he's making what, $48.6 million?
He could do that for a living.
That's my bad. I think that's
still
lame.
make money.
All right, what's your ugly?
The Buffalo Sabres 0-3 chanting "Fire Adams."
And there was jersey thrown on the ice.
Look, I can understand American Thanksgiving. There are points in the season where you're like, well, 0-3.
I also heard that Tage Thompson is going to request a trade to Edmonton.
Okay, add him to the list.
Kidding.
I was going to say, did you hear that?
But Tuck, I mean, there's
It's realistic.
Got to take advantage of something in that Buffalo situation right now. You have to. Trev, what's your ugly from the weekend?
I'm going to go with the Jays being down. I mean,
it does suck, doesn't it?
Watch the first one with the family where, let's go. And then just, like, especially the first homer there, like George Springer, let's go, baby.
I know. First pitch.
Like, this is going to be unreal. And then that was it. That was it for that game. And then yesterday's game was, you could argue, even worse. That was ugly. That was my ugly.
My ugly was the New York Jets passing offense finishing -10. How bad is that?
In the greatest league in the world?
They should have kept Strevler around.
Whoa.
The Jets finished -10 in the passing game. They threw for 45 yards, but Fields got sacked 9 times for -55 yards. Imagine that in the National Football League.
That.
A team going -10 in the passing game.
Broncos,
that is as ugly as it could possibly be.
Broncos still only put 13 up on them.
Well, you know what? I was going to say this. The Broncos still barely beat them.
And for all we're talking about the Broncos early on, and I know it's the defense, but...
Imagine being a Jets fan, traveling to London to watch that game, and then your team goes -10 in the passing game.
Yeah, a lot of these from the stands, hey?
That was awful.
So they give the finger, too.
Is that what they do? Ugh. In England,
a lot of that in Jolly Britain. Yeah,
really? I didn't know that. Well, I learned something new on the show.
Get us flagged here.
So in England, to give the middle finger, they put 2 fingers up. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm writing it down so we can talk about when we come back around to what we learned on the show today. All right, 6 o'clock hour. The Nielsen Show has been brought to you by Ewell.
Ewell, your partner in power.
Yes, exactly. It's been brought to you by Ewell, your partners in power. Source for all things electrical. They've got the gear you need for the next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations. You can order online anytime. Ewell.ca, Edmonton-based partner in power. Source for all things electrical. We've got Jamie McLennan on the way. He's our GS Construction Hockey Insider today. He will help us start to set up the Edmonton Oilers 5-game road trip, which begins tonight in New York against the Rangers. Play Alberta early bird bet of the day coming up. Weekly confessions for Spectrum Rental. And then Marshall Ferguson will join us to take a look at that playoff picture in the CFL that still involves, albeit very slim, still involves the Double E.
She's a murky one.
We'll get into that, won't we? That'll be a lot of fun. If you have been watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. And if you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we're going to be back in just a few moments with Jamie McLennan. If you're on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, we've got a sports update for you right now. Brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle over at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834. Here's the update.
Oilers hit the road for a 5-game trip beginning tonight against the Rangers. Puck drop 5 o'clock. You can join Tom Gazzola. He'll be at Boston Pizza Westgate with your GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage starts at 4 here on EST. The Oilers picking up win number 1 of the season Saturday night, 3-1 over the Canucks. Other action yesterday, Blackhawks over the Mammoth, 3-1. Jets would win 5-2 on the road against the Islanders. Jonathan Taves getting his first point in over 2 years. Avalanche 3-1 over the Sabres, dropping Buffalo to 0-3. The Kings would fall in a shootout to the Wild, 4-3 in the Blues, topping the Canucks 5-2. Jays taking Game 2 on the chin yesterday as they fall 10-3 to the Mariners to go 2-0 down in the ALCS. Game 3 will go tomorrow night in Seattle. Over to the NLCS, where the Dodgers would take Game 1 over the Brewers 2-1. Game 2 tonight back in Milwaukee. First pitch, 6:08. The Montreal Alouettes capping Week 19 in the CFL with their 4th straight win as they defeat the Red Blacks 30-10. Week 20 will kick off Friday with a doubleheader. Riders in Winnipeg followed by the Elks looking to keep their season alive when they visit the Lions at 8:30. Bijan Robinson matched a career high with 170 rushing yards as the Falcons beat the Bills 24-14. Second half of the Monday doubleheader, Jake Moody's 38-yard field goal winner for the Bears, 25-24 over the Commanders. Then back over to hockey, the Edmonton Oil Kings 7-2 now as they would defeat the Hurricanes 6-2 yesterday afternoon. Miroslav Holinka and Lukas Sachin each with a pair of goals. Oil Kings are back in action tomorrow night when they welcome in the Portland Winterhawks at 7. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in on TuneIn, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind. 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Tutti and Eric and all at the back end. Like Wyszynski and Noodles, Captain Contagion. Maybe it's Bubba to Kuban to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday Mandate. Shaggy's always on time. Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number one in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We wanna hear some hot takes and we wanna hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I wanna kiss away? Beat left the tire fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about the games? Macramella, Rapaport, Dragger, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin and the tales of the North. All about him game in person, does he go forth? What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it.
It is the Nielson Show on a Tuesday morning, Tuesday after a long weekend, which means it has a short week, so everybody's in a way better mood. So that's kind of fun and exciting. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio today. Popeyes right now, that great deal, 3-piece bone-in chicken, just $8 at all Popeyes locations. This text is in. Dave from Ewell, actually, says, hey guys, speaking of ugly, the Henday northbound at 100th Ave is about to be just that. Just saw a 3-car accident with 2 big semis involved. It's almost like it's snowing already.
Ugh.
Oh man, that's a tough one. All right, so if you're heading northbound on the Henday, 100th Ave there on the west end,
just don't.
Yeah, you might want to just, I don't know, cut over on White Mud and find some other way north. I don't know. Somebody will let us know if it's getting any worse there. The Nielsen Show today and every day brought to you by Weiss Johnson, Edmonton's train home comfort specialist for nearly 50 years. Get 10% off right now. Any new train furnace, air conditioning, or heat pump from now until the end of October, or you can bundle that furnace with AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Visit wjsportstalk.com. Today, 7 o'clock hour looks a little bit like this. Jamie McLennan's going to join us right away, stepping in for Button. Boy, is that Button a prima donna, hey? We'll get into that in a second. Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day coming up. We got Confessions for Spectrum Rental, and then Marshall Ferguson on the CFL playoff picture. As we mentioned multiple times today, the Elks are still somehow a part of that. So we'll get into that a little bit with Marsh when he joins us around 7:45 this morning. 7 o'clock hour on the Nielsen Show brought to you by GameSense. We'll dive into that a little bit more around 7:25. And of course, our GS Construction Hockey Insider today is going to be Jamie McLennan, GS Construction. Hiring now. They're looking for experienced pipe layers, operators, top men, superintendents. Visit gsconstruction.ca. GS Construction, serving your community for over 50 years. All right, let's bring in Jamie McLennan this morning. Look at this. So I thought it was pretty funny, actually, how Craig Button last week was like, oh, Jamie has to fly. He's a prima donna. I have to step in. Then Button texts me over the weekend and goes, hey, man, I'm flying on Tuesday. Can we get somebody else? And Noodles, you didn't even say anything. You're just like, yep, I'm in. No problem.
Exactly. I'm not high maintenance. See, that's the difference, right? Like I just, because I always know I live in the biggest glass house. I don't throw stones because I know people will be coming for me. I didn't know that Eric was a Seattle fan. Holy smokes.
Can you believe this? Sitting next to this guy?
I can't lie. I have been. I'm not going to just change and jump ship here. So,
which is fair.
Yeah.
Because if you've been a Seattle fan all along, then hold true to your team. But that jersey looks pretty new. That's the thing. It doesn't look worn out or anything like you've been wearing it for.
It's my brother's old. He loaned it to me. Look at these stains.
Oh, there are. I can confirm there are stains on that.
Yeah.
But that hat is new.
Good.
The hat is new.
I promised myself if they made it to the ALCS, I'd get a new one, and so I did that over the weekend.
That's fair. Yeah. So you got to hold true to your team. That's fair. I just, I was thinking there's some people that are jumping off the bandwagon right now. I wasn't sure if you were one of them.
Well, how's your show going to be today?
Yeah.
How's Overdrive going to be with this Jay's reaction?
Well, I mean, and the Leafs lost 2 games to Detroit in regulation, so it's going to be a little quieter. I mean, either it won't be quieter. They'll be yelling and screaming about all hell breaking loose. But yeah, I mean, it does suck. The Jays had so much momentum, but Seattle was unbelievable. They deserved it. Like that's the thing. That wasn't a fluke. They went in and had 2 unbelievable games and played very, very well. They deserve to be up 2-0. We'll see if the Jays have a response. And then same thing. It's early in the National Hockey League. I'll tell you, I did the Ottawa Nashville game last night or yesterday afternoon, I guess it would be. There's some weird storylines coming out of the NHL so far in this first week, and we'll call it week and a bit. Just goaltending has been off. That poor Nedeljkovic, my heart hurt for him the other day. Like, Stuart Skinner, same thing, handing goals away and stuff like that. So it just been some weird storylines, and some teams really started strong and some teams that have yet to get going. So it's been quite interesting in the National Hockey League.
Jamie McLennan with us. He's our GS Construction Hockey Insider today. If you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. The Edmonton Oilers did get into the win column. But speaking of goaltending, I mean, Demko kept them in that game. I thought Edmonton was dominant in that hockey game. I guess maybe a positive sign for Vancouver that he looked that good. But what was your big takeaway from that one, Noodles?
Yeah, the takeaway is that was an 8-1 game. And, Demko was the difference. Robbing McDavid on the one-timer on the back door, robbing Draisaitl on the back door with the one-timer. I mean, Demko, that Tomaszek might be still sitting in his gear in front of the net. I mean, this guy had 4 or 5 chances. He's been snake bitten. But Demko was brilliant. You're right. It is a positive storyline for Vancouver. But when you look at it, I mean, Edmonton, the high danger chances from my stats that got sent to me were 23-9. That's what Edmonton put up the other day. And, they barely won. It was just Demko almost stole the game. So it was, they stuck with it. They got the win. That's all they needed. But, Edmonton should be really 2-0. They pissed one away against, unfortunately, against Calgary. And they played very well in that game. The first half of the game, that game could have been 6-1 if Wolf didn't keep them in it. And then they handed it back to them with some poor decisions defensively. And the goaltender just wanted to keep the game close. But it's unfortunate. But Edmonton's looked pretty sharp in a couple situations so far.
And just, going from Demko to Pickard, and you mentioned pissing one away against the Flames, and we all remember that morning coming off of that. And talking
that
about
third goal as Skinner let in.
Skinner.
That was tough.
So how would you go about handling this goaltending right now? Just simply going with the hot hand and seeing how long it lasts? Or do you do some sort of where's Noodles at with, Rangers, Islanders, Devils, then you got the Red Wings and the Senators to finish it off?
I think you have to, I think Stu deserves an opportunity to get back in. I just think the leash is probably a little bit shorter this year. That's the way I look at it. He's got to earn it. He came into training camp, he lost weight, he looked like he was very motivated, but he hasn't played great. He played well in one preseason game. I thought the Vancouver game was not sharp. I didn't love, obviously that goal. I don't know where you guys lay, because I did read online there was a huge debate as to, whether that was Bouchard's fault, if that was Skinner's fault, all of that.
Bouchard didn't make it easy.
Yeah, like it was tough. Like when you look at these two games so far, Pickard on Saturday basically faced nothing, and then Skinner in that game. I mean, it was funny because Gager said, and he's the goalie around here. He said it's 40% of the blame on Bouch, but most people are like, it was like 90-10 on Skinner.
I think it's a Philp goal.
Oh no, yeah. Like I would argue that is all Skinner's fault, because maybe it's 95-5.
He's in control of the puck, right? That's his decision.
Exactly. So when you are the goaltender in net, you are the eyes, you are facing that way. You are the general. You are the person who drives the play, because the puck rolls into you. You decide, okay, I'm going to put it off to the side for the goal, or for the defenseman to skate into it. You have to identify that there is coverage coming on Bouchard. Like Blake Coleman is not an inch tall. You can see that there's a forechecker on the play. So you've got to make the play and go to the corner so Bouchard can fan out, or he can come and grab it. But here's the other thing. As a goaltender, okay, you don't stand there with your legs spread apart and keep the puck in the middle. If anything, if you feel like there is going to be a tie in that situation, go down, go paddle down, and then push it to the side or cover it up. To me, you have to err on the side of always caution. And so that's why I lay blame on Stuart Skinner on that goal, because Bouchard does, although he can take a shoulder check and realize that Coleman's coming in, there has to be communication. You say, play it or leave it. But it's Stuart Skinner's opportunity, and it's his guy. He's the general. He's got the puck. He makes the decision. So it was a miscommunication, but that's on the goalie, because the goalie had the puck. He's got to make a better play with it, and he did, and unfortunately it cost them, a point.
But you give him the net to start this road trip, though?
I would.
Yeah.
I would give him an opportunity. Yes, because although he's made a mistake, he's still a guy that is. There's a long road ahead here. You got 80 games left. Give him an opportunity to play hard and respond. It's tough to sit there and watch the other guy play and get a win. So now there's that competitive juices. If anything, create some healthy competition in that net. And keep in mind, you've got Ingram in the minors who's going to go down and play hard and going to want to get called up at some point. So I do give him the net against the Rangers, but I think I could see them going back and forth. If it's not the Rangers, it's next game.
Jamie McLennan with us on the show this morning. He's our GS Construction Hockey Insider. Since we last spoke with you, the Oilers added Roslovic to this roster. Expect to see him at some point here on this road trip. What do you think of him being a fit for this team, and where do you see him fitting in with this group?
Well, I think it's a low-impact signing at $1.5 million. That's basically Tomaszek's. Are we saying Tomaszek or Tomasek?
To be honest with you, man, from what I've watched on the broadcast so far, I've heard it said three different ways. So exactly. I've heard Tomaszek, I've heard Tomasek, I've heard Tomasek.
All right. I'm gonna call him Tomaszek until further notice. But that's basically his contract, right? I think he's at $1 million or just over $1 million. So you look at it. If Roslovic can come in, provide a little depth of scoring, even if he gets a look in that top six on that right side somewhere, it's a win. I think he's a skilled player. He can score 20 goals for sure if he's healthy and feeling good about his situation. So it's a nice signing. I still don't think they're done. I still think they're looking for a top six forward.
Yeah.
Maybe later in the season. Doesn't have to be right now, because you don't have the currency or the cap room to give it up. But if you can accrue some cap room during the season, and then figure out who you're going to trade at some point, I still think you're looking for depth at that position. Keep in mind, Savoy's look good. Howard hasn't, like, not yet. Like, I think they're, I think they're still a work in progress. And that's the biggest challenge. Philp has looked solid. I like him. He's a big, strong guy. So they've got some young guys. Tomaszek has gotten a ton of chances. If they go in for him, maybe his confidence changes. So you've got 4 or 5 guys you're still assessing right now, but bringing a low impact signing in Roslovic, I think it was a terrific move. And, at the end of the day, it's not going to hurt the team. It's only going to help in the depth situation.
Vancouver losing to the Oilers on Saturday night. Pettersson has just 1 point in his first 3 games. What's happened to this guy? Like, he looked like he was going to be a 90-point guy automatically moving forward there a couple of years ago, and it just hasn't worked anymore.
I think there's a confidence factor there. I think he came into training camp apparently a lot stronger. He still looks very meek on the ice, I would say. I'm trying to be kind with the word. I don't know but there's times where you watch that game, you watch Vancouver play, watch them play yesterday. His name doesn't get called that much. So you're making $11.5 million. I had our buddy Chris Pronger over to the house the other day because he was in Toronto doing some work for Hockey Night and all that. So we were talking about star players, and he goes, think of the guys who make money in the league. He goes, you notice them most nights. He goes, McDavid and Draisaitl, you notice every shift. They're on the ice. They're impactful. Sometimes it's negative, but he goes, you notice them. He goes, you go through the league. He goes, you notice McKinnon. You notice McCarr. You notice top-tier players. And he was like, when he was talking about Toronto players and stuff like that, but I'm pivoting that to, do you notice Pettersson every shift? There's times where I watched him against that Edmonton game. His name wasn't called out. He wasn't impactful. And to me, that's where I look at it. He needs to find another level. Demko was brilliant, and Demko's making half of what he makes. But like I look at it, I think Pettersson, he's got to get his confidence going because he is a good player. He's got a great shot. He's got good skill. He's a smart player. But something has happened with that confidence game.
Speaking of just standing out, I guess, what for you over this opening week has either positively or negatively kind of jumped off the page for you? League-wide. Sloppy hockey. I'm sorry, but they've shortened training camps. It's going to get worse next year as far as fitness. No fitness testing, so you're going to know. You're not be sure if guys are in shape. But the games have looked extremely sloppy. They look like they're preseason games still, just with a little bit more intensity. Now there have been some outlier games that have been really good, really strong, really tight, contested. But ask San Jose. They keep giving up a touchdown every night. In this poor Nedeljkovic, and then Askarov the night before or the night after. The games, and I know traditionally the scoring is always up in October. I get it because the games aren't, the systems aren't as tight. Everything's a little bit looser. But that's the one thing that has been a constant theme in the games I've called already and the games that I've watched is they have not been crisp. They have not been dialed in. And I don't know if that's a combination of, a training camp being too short, a lot of these players not playing that much in the preseason, but it still looks like preseason hockey and we're into the regular season. And obviously there's been a couple good storylines, guys, scoring some goals and having a good starts. But outside of that, it's just been sloppy hockey.
Noodles, before we let you go, just quickly a thought on Lane Hudson, 8 years, $8.85 million. I mean, he's a special offensive player, and with the cap going up, it seems like a pretty reasonable number long term. But what do you think of the deal?
I think it's a great deal. Somebody asked me this morning, is it team friendly? I mean, $9 million after 1 year in the league. Yes, you did win Rookie of the Year, and you seem to be a star player or the star player in the making. But I think it's a win-win. He gets generational wealth right now, and he still going to have a lot of runway to make millions and millions more in his his third contract. But I think the biggest thing is, $9 million a year for a guy who has the trajectory to probably be an 80-point guy or more.
Yeah.
That's going to be a bargain in a couple of years. So all I said to my buddy who messaged me this morning, I said that Jake Sanderson contract looks even better. He's at 7.85. I mean, and that kid's a player too. So I think it's a good contract for both sides. Put it that way.
As always, man, appreciate it even more so when you step in for that lazy bugger, Craig Button. Hey,
I know. I really dug in today, guys, and All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Man. There you go. It's Jamie McLennan. I don't envy him today having to talk about the Jays relentlessly in Toronto after dropping the first two at home. Major buzzkill there.
The Dougler says Noodles thinks Toronto is bad after the Jays losing to try being in Edmonton during the preseason.
That is true. Like
they kind of weighed the same.
Yeah. Oh, good boy. All right. Hey, this is going to be fun. Join Tommy and I tomorrow. We're going to be live at the Subway in Sunwapta for the oil stream. I'll be there for the lock shop as well. Swing on by. With any purchase, you'll get a free 6-inch sub. So you come on in, you buy a drink, free 6-inch sub. Come on in, buy a cookie, free 6-inch sub. Come on in, buy a 6-inch sub, get another free 6-inch sub. With any purchase, you'll get a free 6-inch sub. Plus, you can come on in and fill out a ballot to win a $100 Subway gift card. So we'd love to see you. We'll be there from 11 until 1 tomorrow. That's at 101 70th, 186th Street, right down here on the West End. It's a newer location. It used to be on the other side of Stony Plain Road by the Walmart. They've moved over to that new development just north of Stony Plain Road. We'd love to have you. Pop on by tomorrow. Any purchase, you'll get a free 6-inch sub. So swing on by. Come hang out with us. We'll have some subs. We'll talk some Oilers, and it should be a lot of fun.
And a cookie or two.
This. Wow, why not a cookie? Yeah. Get a cookie. Buy a couple of cookies. You give a cookie to me, I'll take a cookie. No, it doesn't matter. Trev's going to come by. He's going to come have his famous sub.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what the play is. If I want to get a foot long just to get that 6-inch extra, or if I just want some chips to get the 6-inch.
I mean, if you wanted, what you could do, you could buy a foot long, get the free 6-inch, have the foot long for dinner, eat the 6-inch for lunch. Free lunch.
Okay, yeah.
There's so many different combinations.
Yeah, I think that's what
the world is your oyster. It's Subway tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that should be pretty fun. Looking forward to that one more time. That's the Subway in the Sunwapta area. Free 6-inch with any purchase. We'll be there live tomorrow from 11 until 1. Lock Shop and Oil Stream live from Subway tomorrow. 101 70 186th Street. We will see you there. I don't think Nazis have ever gotten together to just crush subs at lunchtime. I'm very much looking forward to this.
Great booth seating.
Yeah, this is going to be a good time. We're going to have a table set up there. We'll be doing the show. And everybody's going to be having cookies. I'm going to be behind the glass making subs.
Oh, they're getting back there. You're going to be
I want to go back. I want to make a sub for, let's say when Trev comes in. Maybe I can make Trev sub.
Sure.
Extra bacon. Give me all that bacon.
I don't know, you wash it, you just scrub it.
You wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, hopefully.
I've gone to Subway so much.
Sure.
I know it'd be easy peasy. I've always wanted to pick up one of those big things of cheese and see how easy it is to peel the cheese off.
Doesn't look easy.
Sometimes it looks really hard.
It does. You have gloves on.
Yeah.
They make it look easy.
Yeah, I think that's going to be. I think it's going to be
you
pretty
can even
good.
do the classic cut in the bread. Hey, if people ask.
Would you like the classic cut? My dad still always wants the classic cut.
Yeah.
I should have conned my parents. They both had their birthdays Sunday and Monday.
Oh.
They turned 62 and 66.
Happy birthday.
On Sunday and Monday. Yeah. No, they. It was a good time.
Too bad they couldn't watch the Jays win again down in Toronto. Hey,
they should have been there.
Is the work trip continuing, or is they back home now? Or?
They got each other his and hers Savage jerseys for their birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
They didn't. I made that up.
Oh,
yeah. Oh. They got it. My dad got my mom a birthday cake, and it said "Happy Birthday, Mom" on it, and then he just put a little sticky note with Dad over top of it on his birthday. It's just like, I guess you don't need
like
two cakes. It's just them.
Yeah,
or like some sort of thing over top. He's kind of a cheap guy.
An icing note would be.
Yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, Subway tomorrow should be fun. Let's get to your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. The Edmonton Oilers on the road tonight. They're still a favorite. Play Alberta is the title sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk. The Oilers are minus 141 favorites on the road tonight at Madison Square Garden. Some people call it the most famous arena on the planet.
You know this since you have
I walked around it one time.
Yeah, but your apple tree.
Well, yeah, I'm a big apple guy now because we have an apple tree.
Big
and
apple.
Every time I pulled an apple off that tree yesterday, I said to Tam and the kids, I said, how about this apple? How about this apple? How about this apple? How about the big apple tonight, Oilers? How about a win? We did this. Oilers to win. Connor McDavid to put a puck in the back of the net. What's the saying? It's about time. Plus 212.
The big stage? Big player?
That's
big
the
apple.
thing. Connor McDavid in the spotlight, New York City.
Rangers 2-2 on the season. They picked up 2 wins on the road. They've dropped 2 in the Big Apple.
Oh, this sounds like they suck at home.
It's a rotten apple.
What's that saying? Start spreading the news.
Duh! Rangers suck.
McDavid's scoring today. McDavid to score, Oilers to win, plus 212. You go to playalberta.ca or download the app. Click on EST Specials. That's where all of our bets will be populated throughout the day. I'll have Dusty's Play of the Day up there a little bit later on as well. But let's go Oilers to win, McDavid to score a goal at plus 212. If you click on Odds Boost, there'll be a bunch of odds boost there for the Oilers and Rangers tonight as well. Here's one example. Draisaitl score a goal, Panarin 4 shots. That's plus 520. Second period, first team to score, Oilers. Third period, the last team to score, Oilers. Wow. There's a lot going on there. That's plus 330. You can find it all over at Play Alberta, the title sponsor of everything we're doing over here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Make your bets count for you and everyone else with the Play Alberta app. Of course, the 7 o'clock hour on the Nielson Show is brought to you by GameSense. We don't want you to get too carried away. So it's always good to have a budget before you play. Find out what you can afford to gamble, and then just use that. Don't get in over your head. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. You can go to GameSenseAB.ca or you can just go to EdmontonSportsTalk.com. There's a big GameSense banner. Click on that, and there's a bunch of resources for you there. So you just keep things under control. All right, we've got confessions. What's everybody confessing today? Ooh. We're going to get to that on the other side of 7:30. And then Marshall Ferguson, CFL playoff picture. The Elks are still in it. You know what I find very amusing? After the Elks lost to the Argos, Ryan Dinwiddie was all fired up and said, yeah, well, you know what? They can enjoy their offseason. Since that moment, the Argos have not won. They are eliminated, and the Elks are still alive. That's a tough look for Dinwiddie. Tough look. Hilarious, but a tough look.
Yeah, I'd like to say something, but I'm going to refrain from it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's not get in over our heads here.
No.
Confessions are on the way. Text your confessions right now to the Paris Steelers inbox, 780-218-9999. We will give you our confessions. We'll get to some of your confessions. And then Marshall Ferguson is going to join us in about 15 minutes. Let's get to a sports update with Lieutenant Eric right now. Brought to you by Mitch and the crew over at Park Mazda. They've got a great staff there. My truck's actually going in today. We're going to run a diagnostic on it.
Put it on the hoist.
Yeah, my truck's getting a diagnostic
Put it on the
today.
hoist. Put it on the hoist.
I hope it goes up on the hoist.
Got to go on the hoist.
Do I want it to go on the hoist?
Why not?
Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Good.
I don't know. I think it's still under warranty.
So the
which means everything's free.
diagnostic, hey? Yeah.
Yeah, they're running a diagnostic on it.
Yeah.
I know. What's that mean? I'm kind of nervous. Anyway, visit them at 938 First Street in Sherwood Park. Here's the update.
Rest in peace to your serpentine belt.
It's out of here.
Oilers kicking off a 5-game road trip tonight against the New York Rangers. Puck drop 5 o'clock. You can join Tom Gazzola. He'll be set up at the Boston Pizza Westgate location for your GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage begins at 4 o'clock here on EST. The Oilers picking up a 3-1 win Saturday night over the Canucks. Other action yesterday, the Kings would fall in a shootout to the Wild 4-3. Avs over the Sabres 3-1. Blues topping the Canucks 5-2. And Johnny Taves gets his first point in over 2 years as the Jets would win on the road 5-2 against the Islanders. Jorge Polanco and Julio Rodriguez with a pair of 3-run home runs. Mariners would pound the Jays 10-3, taking a 2-0 ALCS lead back to Seattle. Game 3 goes tomorrow night. Over to the NLCS where the Dodgers would take Game 1 2-1 over the Brewers. Game 2 tonight back in Milwaukee at 6:08. Montreal Alouettes with their 4th straight win, 30-10 over the Red Blacks to cap Week 19 in the Canadian Football League. Week 20 will kick off Friday with a doubleheader. Riders in Winnipeg, while the Elks look to keep their season alive in BC against the Lions. Bijan Robinson matching a career high, 170 rushing yards. Falcons defeat the Bills 24-14, where Jake Moody's 38-yard field goal win for the Bears. 25-24 on the road over the Commanders. Back over to hockey, the Edmonton Oil Kings improving to 7-2 yesterday. Miroslav Holinka and Lucas Sachin each with a pair of goals as they would defeat the Hurricanes 6-2. Oil Kings back in action tomorrow night when they welcome in the Portland Winterhawks at 7. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he's lifting Dustin's truck onto the hoist all by himself today. Topless.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as newborn 8-pound, 6-ounce Mitch Lewicki. You can picture grown-up Mitch, or teenage Mitch, or bearded Mitch, or whoever you want.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Long time ago, I can still remember how that draft lottery made us smile. Yet I knew if he had the chance, around defenseman he would dance, and maybe they'd win a cup in just a while. Peter Chiarelli made us shiver with every trade that he delivered. Couldn't get to the doorstep. Kenny Holland took one more step. Can't remember if you cried when you read about how he wed his bride. Something touched you deep inside the day McDavid signed. So bye-bye, Leafs fans, go cry. Those tears are heavy, tell Trey Living that he can't even try. Them good oil fans have happy tears in their eyes, singing this'll be the day that he signs. This'll be the day that he signs. Did you know the cap goes up and they'll have more space to win the cup if Stan Bowman spins the dough? Now do you believe when he's on a roll that Connor can bury 50 goals, and can he make other teams look real slow? That you're in love with him, 'cause when you watch, you have a grin. He's gonna get a cup very soon, and he went on Dry's honeymoon. He was a teenage wizard with that puck. Now he should make about $1 billion. The rest of the league ran out of luck the day McDavid signed. We started singing bye-bye, Leafs fans, go cry. Those tears are heavy, tell Trey Living that he can't even try. And them good oil fans have happy tears in their eyes, singing this'll be the day that he signs.
7:37 on the Nielson Show. That is the Connor McDavid signing song. All of our Nielson Show originals brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters. Totem Ski Sale is coming up right away here, October 17th and 18th. We're talking new and used gear with great deals on single items, but save even more on packages, the boots, the bindings, the skis, the boards. Package them together, you'll save even more. Discounts on service in the shop as well. It's a family store that takes pride in finding the right fit for you. Visit them at 7430 99th Street or online, www.totemoutfitters.ca. The ski sale happens October 17th and 18th. You can text us anytime. That'll get you to the Parachuters inbox. One of your text messages will end up winning the text of the day today.
Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Still making it great indeed at Royal Pizza. So keep those text messages flying in. The Nielsen Show today and every day brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
All right, lots of good text messages flying in. We'll try to sort through a few of those. I want to get to this one quickly. First time they've ever texted in. Says, morning, guys. Can you shout out a happy birthday to my best friend and your number one fan, Trev15? Thanks, boys. Oil City Ryan. Welcome aboard. Thanks for the text, Oil City Ryan. All right, let's get into weekly confessions here, brought to you by Spectrum Rental, where they confess they'd gladly pay $2,500 to spear a few select people in the nuts. And they're broke. Heat your fall and winter projects with construction heaters from Spectrum Rental. They'd gladly pay $2,500 to spear a select few people in the nuts.
It's in today's world.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a very unlikable person and you need to make a few bucks, you could probably go around to people and be like, "Listen, I'll let you punch you in the face for $500." Somebody might be like, "Oh God, I really don't like you. I'm gonna punch you in the face."
But if it was $2,500 to do that to Mahomes, you'd say, "Where do I, who wants?"
I'd have to put it on a credit card because I don't have $2,500 later on.
But you make it do, right? Like you make it work somehow.
I'd put it on the EST credit card, a work expense. HR Daddy messages me, "Hey, what's this? What's this $2,500 for?" "Oh, I had a chance to kick Patrick Mahomes in the nuts, so I decided to do it." That guy drives me nuts. No pun intended. All right, what's your confession today, buddy?
I didn't watch the betting before my mother-in-law and partner came over. Yeah,
what? Man.
Nobody knows.
You didn't watch the betting before guests came over?
No, and I probably slept in that thing like 10 times.
Oh, naps and stuff?
Shame.
It's just me.
I find that hilarious.
I'm a clean boy. Yeah.
I find that hilarious.
Well, look, I went and looked at it. I'm like, it looks fine. Nothing was like, betting sometimes gets wrinkly. It was pretty smooth. And then I just Febrezed it a bit. And they're only in there 2 nights.
Did they bring their own pillows?
No.
That's rude. Imagine bringing your own pillows to somebody's house.
I always do.
What? Don't you think?
A lot of people do. A lot of people do. If you have a neck issue, like some people, pillows are very important.
If it's a physical thing,
it's very important.
But if it's a cleanliness thing, it's kind of disrespectful to people's house. You don't know that they're all greasy and not washing the sheets.
Exactly. That's why you do it. That's why you do it.
When my parents come to town, if it was somebody else, it'd be different. But with my parents, we'll wash the sheets, and then my mom will make the beds. Because I'm just too busy. I'm like, "Here, Mom, we wash the sheets."
Yeah.
And then she'll make the bed.
I've probably slept in, let's be honest. A lot of people just kind of say that.
Yeah.
You make your mom make your bed, but you wash the sheets?
Yeah, we wash the sheets before they come, but we're usually too busy to make the beds. So when they get there, I'm like, "Hey, Mom, the sheets are down on the bed. You have to make it." Plus, my mom loves making beds.
Bad.
My mom loves making beds. All right, Trev, what are you confessing?
That kind of, man, I confess, honestly, I'm struggling to come up with a confession, but that opens up something that I've actually always, I shouldn't say always, but I'm low key. And I know a lot of listeners will be like, "Really? You're a germaphobe?" But yeah, I'm
Yeah, you are a germaphobe. Yeah.
I am a germaphobe. I know my family, I would never, when I was younger, and if my mom or if my dad, they drank out of my drink, I wouldn't drink it. Because I don't like their germs. Whenever I see my brother and he puts out his hand, I give him knuckles. I have a hard time.
You wouldn't even shake your brother's hand.
No,
Will you give him a hug?
I'll give him a hug.
So you'll hug people.
I'll hug people.
You'll put your whole body smashed up against them.
Yes.
And your head's right side by side.
Yeah.
But you won't touch their
hand.
hand.
You ever kissed them on the lips?
No, I would never. And then that's why as well, I always bring a pillow over to other people's places.
I've never had somebody come stay at my house and bring a pillow.
Yeah.
Really?
Never. Not a million years.
Yeah, man, that's crazy to me. That's the first thing I think of. That's the first
I wouldn't
thing.
take offense to it.
Yeah.
I'd understand either for cleanliness or for a neck.
Yeah, it's also because it's just it's your pillow.
Yeah, it's your face. It's
you like that pillow.
Yeah.
And I know it's weird. I'm very particular. I don't care. Having my chocolate milk out for 12 hours at a time doesn't bother me. But if someone wants to share a drink with me, I have a hard time doing it. I might, but it's tough for me.
My wife doesn't share dairy with any of us, the kids or me. Yeah. I don't know what it is about dairy.
Interesting.
I mean, we've kissed each other on the lips multiple times over the last 17 years. But she won't share a glass of milk with me? Or her husband?
It's sharing drinks. It is. With my girlfriends, when they have a sip of my drink, I'll be like,
That's what happens when you have multiple girlfriends, Trev.
Yeah, fair enough.
This one is, it says, hey, Yeah, this one says, I'll share drinks, but my wife won't, but I won't share dairy. This person says they won't share dairy either. I don't get it.
What's going on with that?
Lucas texts in and says, I've kissed Trev on the lips.
Like Lucas?
Yeah, his brother. His brother.
Must be one of those jobs, hey? Payment. Yeah.
Yeah, when he comes over.
Yeah.
Help me with my internet.
Bones says, that's why Trev backed away quickly from my advances at the Estes. Yeah. Were you not shaking hands at the Estes?
No, I was, but I made sure the hand sanitizer was very close.
You brought sanitizer,
Yeah. Like I will, but yeah, it's just something. I'm
curious. What do other people bring to other people's houses? I don't take anything to people's houses. If I'm coming to stay at your house, I expect to be, I'll sleep on a couch. I'll sleep on the floor. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
but give me a pillow.
Yeah.
I don't need to bring my own pillow to somebody's house.
Some people will bring like slippers, I guess, if it's cold. They like their own footwear inside. Seen that before.
Yeah.
So you don't trust the person's house you're going to keep your feet properly heated.
Well, they're also not going to have like, hey, do you want to? Here's your pair of slippers. Like you'd have to bring your own if you are a cold-footed person. Well, yeah.
Toothpaste.
Do you use supplied toothbrushes if you go stay somewhere?
You know what? I should say every household should have 5 brand new toothbrushes.
No, that'd be
so
nice.
if somebody comes over and says, "Oh, I forgot my toothbrush," you say, "No problem. I'm a terrific host. Here's a new toothbrush."
Floss the whole bit.
I think that'd be fun. Smith TM14 says, Trevster shook my hand at the Elks tailgate. What a nice guy.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
shout out to Smith.
So you carry hand sandy in your pocket at all times?
Not all times.
Well, then how committed you are this to being a germaphobe?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I'm very particular. Like sometimes, like during COVID, obviously, yes, I did always. But I don't expect me to shake hands with people every time I go out. That's why I don't do it. But at tailgate, there's one of them.
You're always using a napkin to clean your hands?
Yeah, like I'm always washing my hands.
Dr. Dry texts in and says, I don't even bring my own underwear. I expect to wear theirs.
What do you have in a lace frill, hey?
That's kind of funny. All right, here's my confession. I've got the old, I think I've caught the green thumb, boys.
What's that mean?
I think the green thumb is what you do when you like gardening and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I think after taking those apples off the apple tree yesterday, I've all of a sudden got the green thumb.
You're a gardener.
Yeah, I've got a green thumb now. I don't know what to do now because it's winter. You can't really be a green thumb person in the winter. But I think I might be a green thumb guy.
Specific for outdoors. You can.
I'm really looking forward to working that apple tree next year now.
Do you have flowers? You put the leaves over the flower bed?
No, my Tam does all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
My wife does all this. She loves it. Mm-hmm. But I think I want to dabble in maybe, what do you call the science of trees? It's a thing.
Treeology.
No, it's not treeology, Trev. God. What is it? I was going to say haberdashery. It's not haberdashery.
Arborist.
Arborist. Is that it?
But you trim trees.
Yes. I think I might get another gig as a guy who maintains various types of fruit trees in the Edmonton area.
You're going to be an arborist.
Yeah, I'm going to be a fruit arborist.
Yeah, that's it, Trev. Yeah.
That's my new confession. That's my new confession.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I could kind of see it.
Thanks, man. Well, look, I'm tall.
Yeah.
I only had to go 3 rungs up the ladder. At one point, I went 4 things up the ladder, and it almost started to fall, and I yelled, Terry!
Shaky legs.
And Marshall was like, my daddy! He's like, dude, I need to hold it. I said, no, I think I'm okay. But I thought I was falling right into that tree.
Dang. Well, that's pretty cool. That's a good confession.
Horticulture. I think that was what I was thinking. What did you say, an arborist?
Well, an arborist
is somebody who handles the tree.
Cuts trees.
You're a pruner.
Yeah, that's like layman's terms.
That's what my grandpa always had me do. Prune the trees.
Yeah, no, I'm a big horticulturist now.
Never knew that was a word.
Or botany, as CB Radio. I want
to go to university for 5 years and then not be able to get a job in it. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
That's pretty cool, man. Maybe you should live stream it. I'd love to watch you cut a tree.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It would be funny.
Yeah. I'll show you.
Do you have those big?
I got Tam got a picture of me yesterday in the middle of the tree. Look at me, Rick. Straight up horticulturist there. Pretty good, eh?
You're up there.
You can barely see me.
In the thick of it. Look at that.
Yeah, you can barely see me on that tree.
Magnificent.
Anyway, that's my new thing now. I'm pretty into it.
You should redo Cypress Hill's Dr. Green Thumb, but change the lyrics to you. And
I'm a green thumb.
Yeah, because theirs is about marijuana. So you could change yours to Dr. Green Thumb, but
it's about horticulture.
Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb. Here I am up high in the tree.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll explore the track post show.
Anyway, thanks for everybody who chiming in here on it. Seems pretty exciting to be starting something new. Turn EST over to Marshall in 15 years, and I'm just going to retire as a horticulture guy. That could be fun. Is Marshall Ferguson here? Is he been waiting?
Negatory.
Oh, he's not here yet. Okay, I'll fire him a text in a second. Let's see here. What else do we got for confessions? Hey, what else do we got for confessions? Let's see here. Text your confessions. Fantasy football, life confessions, doesn't matter. 780-218-9999. Orange and blue breakfast in less than an hour.
I'm hungry.
Tube Sock says, confession, I had a dream that my sister and I met at tea for coffee. He looked at us and just wheeled out. Look at this. Park Mazda text me. Hey, Dustin, can we come pick up the vehicle anytime? Is now okay? That's nice. Yeah, they're going to come bring me a loaner.
You get a loaner.
And I get to drive around in a new truck for a day or whatever. And end up being pretty good.
I thought maybe you'd get the shuttle back from like Ted, who drives you in the van.
Nope, no shuttle. I still got to do some driving around myself, right?
Yeah.
This text is in. No handle on it. Oh, yeah, they do have a handle now. Raw Dog Reed. Great handle. Watch Gardener's World on Amazon Prime. It's unreal. Look, I'm just dabbling in horticulture. I don't know if I'm going to sit down and watch an entire show. That seems like I'm probably taking a little bit too far. But these are early stages of trying something new, right? Lucas's confession says, I confess, as much as I love year-long CFL season fantasy, it's nice to not have to set a lineup. I'm still setting lineups. We're in the middle of a 2-week final right now.
Well, anything you'd like to confess from your week one of the final lineup?
I guess I will confess. Well, first of all, I screwed up my running back situation, and I had to start Javon Leake, which just sucked because James Butler was on a bye, and I had no other options. I guess I could have started Robustelli ahead of Philpott at a receiver spot, but who's going to do that?
That's a tough call.
That's a tough spot. Now, I'm only down 8 points, and I got all my Lions going, so I'll have McInnes back. Contemplating Katoy in my Canadian spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if Emilus isn't going to play this week,
I'm just wondering. Like,
I could put McInnes in my Canadian spot.
Yeah.
And then I could start Snead. I could start Philpott. I could start Robustelli again.
You got options.
I got this whole problem, though, because it doesn't look like Trevor Harris is going to play. And what do I do? Do I start Cody Fajardo or do I pick up Jake Mayer from a fan mag? Maybe we ask Marshall Ferguson.
I would ask her. He's a very smart man.
Yeah, let's bring in Marshall Ferguson. We're going to talk CFL playoff picture. But let's start with some season-long CFL fantasy. It's week 2 of my CFL fantasy final here, Marsh. Trevor Harris looks like he's not going to play. Should I pick up Jake Mayer off waivers or should I roll with Cody Fajardo in fantasy?
This is why I don't play fantasy, because I suck at this stuff. I do not envy the decisions being made as I'm listening to you guys trying to piece that together. Honestly, I was just sitting here laughing for like the last 90 seconds because I'm like, my gut says to go with Cody because like desperation and wanting to, not just do the old, the Riders offense will be this and that, because Jake Mayer could come in and give you 10 for 18 and they don't throw the ball a lot and they pound the rock and control the clock. Or, and this is as you know, Dusty and you too, Eric, is like the reason that I laugh and the reason that I have a hard time imagining the right answer to any of this with, concretely is Jake Mayer might come in and throw for 400 yards, which would make no sense. But that would be the end of the season thing where it's like, what if they just give Jake Mayer like 40 attempts and he's been bored all season and he's like, oh yeah, watch this, right? So
and the Riders have great receiver depth. So even if Emilus doesn't play, they've still got good guys. Yeah. So
my gut says Cody. Knowing the CFL and how random it can be, I'm terrified of saying anything definitively.
His kidneys say Mayer.
That's what it is. Yeah. Well, I'll have to make this decision by the weekend. Anyway,
it's tough.
We want to talk CFL playoff picture, and I mean the Elks. It's not a great chance, but they are still in the playoff picture. They go to BC this week to try to beat the Lions, who've been playing very well as of late, but the Elks have beat the Riders in the last month. They've beaten Calgary going back to Labor Day. Now they've beaten the Bombers. And as long as you have Justin Rankin, you kind of have a fighting chance, don't you?
Yeah, it was funny. Like, we put up one of our graphics on the game I was doing, Calgary-Hamilton, on Saturday, and it was, top 5 in rushing because obviously, like, the actual rushing title race has been awesome this year. But you see, it's Butler, it's AJ Ouellette, it's Dietrich Mills, and I kind of jokingly said to Suter, I'm like, hey, what the hell's up with all these Western running backs? Because I'm like, in 5th, there's Greg Bell from Hamilton. And I started to realize, I'm like, Justin Rankin isn't even on this list. And I'm like, well, yeah, but that's because they've been doing all the extended handoff, throw it to the flats, do the screen throws, all that kind of like shovels inside stuff to him. But he's become, and know what he honestly reminds me of? Oh my God, was it Singletary that was in Montreal? I hate that I'm having to ask that question, but like the ability to be the multiple faceted, can do anything guy for you, where the offense is allowed to kind of run through you and you can spread the ball out without having to have that true 6 receiver set. I think that's what Rankin has given Edmonton, and it's been huge in Cody having success too, because if you look at the efficiency numbers, the completion percentage numbers, like Edmonton's offense for much of their success has not been sexy, but it's been stupidly effective. Like the way that McSimic has built this thing now out around Cody and using Rankin to just totally open up the entire playbook in every single part of the field as well, I would say under 20 yards. It's been pretty cool to watch. So yeah, Rankin gives them these added wrinkles that, and then obviously, like, you're calling the game and I was watching it here after I was done doing Hamilton Calgary with my son, and which, by the way, great call on the Ontario Wilson catch, because that was friggin' crazy. I couldn't,
but then Dick Jackson came away with it, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Coming after the MLS, you had 2 great catches.
Well, the MLS catch took it off the guy's back, like just great weekend.
Broadcaster to broadcaster, I just wanted to say I was sitting here with my son, and we heard your call, and I was like, "Oh, he crushed that call," because that was
thanks,
awesome. Buddy. But yeah, my son enjoyed the hell out of it too. And then we actually heard the call back as we were watching Montreal Ottawa yesterday, and Noah looked at me. He's like, "Dad, we were watching that game," so he remembered the call and he saw the play, and I was like, yeah, man, you know how it is. But I think the way that you can build all this stuff around Rankin, but then you just give him the ball once in a while and he does some freaky cool stuff. He's pretty special, and he's proven it throughout this year, no doubt.
Rankin outstanding. Another player outstanding, obviously, Nathan Rourke. That'll be the Elks' next playoff game, I guess you could argue, here coming up on Friday in Vancouver. Aside from neutralizing him, I guess, what do you see in the Elks having to do to come away with a result? Because they do seem like that team now, just, I know, tied with Calgary record-wise, but have been in the ascendancy as opposed to the Stamps and the Bombers in that 3-team middle-of-the-West race.
Yeah, the danger, I feel like, with BC is if you let them get downhill in the first quarter and get a little bit of momentum going, God, they're hard to stop. Like, once Rourke gets into that feel of, well, I can take my crossing route here on first down and get to 2nd and 4. And then again, playbook is wide open is an overused term, as I always use it too much too. But it's like they can truly now just decide to go with Buck Pierce. Like, do we want to take Katoy on a little curl over the middle? Do we want to run Justin McInnes in behind on a skinny post route? Do we want to run a deep out route going this way with Hatcher to the field side? Like, they can kind of do a little bit of everything, and like any offense in the CFL, it's all predicated on having success on first down, right? Like if you're sitting in 2nd and 10 or long, 7+ kind of thing, the numbers are damning for any team in the CFL. But with BC, I feel like as much as anything, they just need to be able to essentially at the first drive or two of the game, if they drive 80 yards, whether they end with a field goal or they end with a touchdown, it seems like that's kind of their Kickstarter. It's almost like, if they don't do that early on, then it's like there's not enough oil on the chain of the car or the bike or whatever, and you're kind of clunky and it feels weird. If they're a friggin' Ferrari if they score on the first drive, because they just go back to the sideline, they're like, hey guys, everything worked. Let's do it again.
Right? Run it back.
I think more than any team in the CFL, they feel like that this year, and there's always one that needs that positive reinforcement of getting going early on. BC is that. So Edmonton's got to find a way, whether it's through scripting or game plan or special teams design early in the game, or they got to make sure BC doesn't get rolling in the first quarter, because that is so incredibly difficult to try.
Marshall Ferguson, one of the voices of the CFL on TSN, with us on the show this morning. Hamilton or Montreal out east, Marsh? Who do you think comes out of that thing?
I think Hamilton, but I think it's teeing itself up for a hell of an East final if the crossover thing doesn't get messy. And the reason I say that again is like being around the CFL long enough to understand that sometimes there are these poetic moments in the regular season that you look back on when you get to the playoffs. The one that immediately jumped out to me that my gut just said, yeah, we're headed towards like a Hamilton-Montreal East final that could potentially be one for the ages, was when Davis Alexander was out and he was lipping off at Kenny Lawler. Like, because I did the Ottawa game on the Friday night on September 5th, right? So that's Labor Day week. So Hamilton's pissed off because Dejan Brissett decided to go superhero mode and fly to the sky and make the catch and all the rest and win on Labor Day with Liram Hajrullahu. And then Hamilton's got to turn around on like 4 or 5 days rest, whatever, and go to Montreal and play. And at one point, and I don't know how we were able to capture all of this, but we were kind of focused on it, is like Kenny Lawler makes a little catch on the sideline, and Davis Alexander, you can easily read his lips. And he was feeling himself too, because he had a hell of a pregame throw that on that game day where he was ripping it 50, 60 yards down the field, just like wearing a muscle shirt on the sideline and all the rest. And like he was I don't know what it was about Davis Alexander that day, but he was such a vibe. And it was like, I couldn't believe how focused I was on him doing play-by-play because he wasn't in uniform, that I just kept looking at the sideline. I'm like, his energy is just ridiculous right now. So, which I get it. Like, you're undefeated to start your career and stuff, and the team loves you and the fans in Montreal love him and all that. But when he was yelling across the field, like 50 yards across the field, intentionally so that his entire sideline could hear after Kenny Lawler had a drop, he's so soft. When he was screaming that, I was like, this is going to be like, this is going to be a thing in the East Final if they play against each other, because every time that Davis does something incorrectly, like Lawler's not the type of guy to yell back and all the rest and lip off at this point in his career. But you think the Hamilton teammates that love Kenny Lawler and his 14 touchdowns don't appreciate the fact that it's like, oh yeah, that Montreal quarterback's real lippy and real confident. And it's like, Julian Hauser doesn't say much, but pretty sure he wants to break Alexander over his knee because he was attacking one of his dudes, right? So, yeah, that's just, I think it's going to be an incredibly passionate football game if we get to that point. The thing is, too, the environment, and this is not, to say anything about Hamilton's fan environment, they've built this amazing fan experience and the concourses and the end zone bars and all this kind of stuff, but it kind of makes me wish that the East Final could potentially be in Montreal, because that place is a total madhouse, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they're just jammed right on top of the game, too, in Montreal. Hey, like, there's not much else. It's, like, right on top of it. So, yeah, no, that should be good, buddy. All right, man. Well, thank you for hopping on today. We'll catch up again soon.
Looking forward to it, guys. Eric, I can't look at that Mariners hat. Dear God.
As good as, yeah.
Should have had forehand on today.
Yeah, oh God. Like, last thing we need is another Mariners guy and you. God, please. Hey, wait a sec, Marsh. Before you go. Can the Jays come back in this thing or what?
No, they're broken. Yeah. Listen, man, as soon as Cal Raleigh hit that home run after, like, when you go first pitch swing with George Springer and you hit a home run and then you don't score again for the remainder of game one when you've got 45,000 people losing their minds. And then Cal Raleigh hits a home run and you realize that, like, the Pillsbury Doughboy is trotting around the bases for you and celebrating once again. That as soon as that happened, I was like, this shit's over. Like, it just felt like their spirit was broken. And then yesterday, my neighbor is like a guy in his mid-60s. He's a huge Jays fan. And so he's got me watching every game with them. And as I'm sitting out there, he's watching it and essentially saying to me, he's like, yeah, they're broken. And I'm like, yep. And then I watched the Bills game last night, and I'm like, now my Bills are broken. I'm like, what's going on?
Double whammy.
I'm like, all of the teams in the area are just destroyed all of a sudden. So anyways, yeah, I don't think it's possible. But
all right, well, we'll see how that plays out. Good stuff, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
There you go. That is Marshall Ferguson, CFL on TSN. Yeah, you're getting a lot of love for the Mariners stuff today, buddy. Both guests.
I figured I'd take it for a walk.
Yeah, you might as well.
Hey.
I got to say one quick, I guess we got to get going. I really want to rant on those stupid Obsidian jerseys that your riders wear. Like, you can't see the numbers from the booth.
Flying off the shelf.
You can't. I know. People love them. The fans love them. But I
You're kind of
can't
in a minority
read
here.
the number
Well.
from the booth. They're the stupidest jerseys I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I had the binoculars out, and the booth in Regina said, good booth, good spot. Like, you should be able to see everything. Had the binoculars out, and I was making notes on what each receiver was wearing. Schaefer Baker, white shoes. Emilus had full sleeves, full pants. Keyshawn Johnson only had half pants, and he got hurt anyway.
You use one of those binocular sticks like a
No, but I should. That would be cool.
You should peer over them.
That would be cool. I should get one of those. Do those things really work? I should get. Anyway, that's outside of Patrick Mahomes. The Obsidian. Actually, I'll say this: I probably hate the Obsidian Riders jerseys more than Patrick Mahomes.
You'd pay $2,500 to stick the Obsidian Riders jersey in the
balls.
nuts.
Rate the balls. All right, we need somebody to play kind of easy trivia. Fire us a text if you want to play. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs. What are we at now? 26-0. 26-0. So we'll try to run it to 27-0. If you want to play, text Trev right now. Just let him know you like to play. He'll pick somebody. And you will have a chance to extend this thing to 27-0. Orange and Blue Breakfast, it gets set for the Oilers and the Rangers. Coming up just after 8:30 this morning. We'll get to 3 questions too many as well. The 7 o'clock hour of the Nielsen Show has been brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Don't get carried away here. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game senses. Let's get to a sports updates. Brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. That's their name. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Well, some breaking news this morning as a CFL play-by-play man hates one of the most popular third jerseys in the entire league.
They are the worst jerseys of anything I've ever remotely even close to broadcast. How do you put a black jersey or a black number on a black jersey? It makes no sense. It's dumb.
It's obsidian.
Craig Reynolds, the president of the team, messaged me personally to apologize about those jerseys a couple of years ago. Because he knows they're horrible.
Send you one in the
for
mail
the broadcast.
That's
what they. Yeah,
I'm
you know
sorry,
what? Go ahead.
but please accept this obsidian jersey. Nielsen.
I wouldn't even accept it. I tell you.
I can't. Who's on the back?
I couldn't even read my own name.
The Oilers kick off a 5-game road trip tonight. They're battling the Rangers at 5. You can get set for this one. Join Tommy, Boston Pizza Westgate, the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. Coverage gets underway 4 o'clock here on EST. The Oilers getting win number 1 of the campaign Saturday night, 3-1 over the Canucks. Julio Rodriguez and Jorge Polanco with a pair of 3-run home runs as the Mariners have pounded the Jays 10-3. They'll take a 2-0 series lead back to Seattle Game 3 tomorrow night. NLCS, Dodgers take Game 1 over the Brewers 2-1. Game 2 tonight back in Milwaukee. First pitch, 6:08. The Montreal Alouettes winning their 4th straight following a 30-10 victory over the Red Blacks yesterday afternoon. Week 20 will kick off Friday with a doubleheader. Riders are in Winnipeg, while the Elks look to keep their season alive when they visit the Lions at 8:30. Over to the NFL, a pair of games on your Monday nighter. Bijan Robinson matched a career-high 170 rushing yards. Falcons would beat the Bills 24-14, while Jake Moody's 38-yarder would win it for the Bears 25-24 on the road over the Commanders. And the Edmonton Oil Kings improving to 7-2. Miroslav Holinka and Lukas Sachin each with a pair of goals as they would defeat Lethbridge 6-2. Oil Kings are back on the ice tomorrow night when they host the Portland Winterhawks at 7. Sports Update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Hello, my friend, we don't get
How rude. I'm your huckleberry. That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
Tuesday, right here on 95.7 Cruise FM. It is the Nielson Show simulcast. We are live over on YouTube. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We haven't even really checked on that yet. Got to be well over 100, I would think. 41 away from 200.
Yeah,
Let's go. Hammer the thumbs up for us if you're watching over on YouTube today. Let's pull through 200. We've got an orange and blue breakfast to get you set for the Oilers and Rangers. That is coming up. Lots of Oilers discussion around 8:30 this morning. We are live in the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. 3-piece bone-in chicken available right now for just $8. That's a hell of a deal if you're looking for some chicken for the lunch hour. Nielsen Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa. We're proud to be local and family owned. Count on experience to speak for itself. With Weiss Johnson, whoa. Striving to bring you a comfortable home. Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Weiss Johnson. Make your home comfortable. Stop living in an uncomfortable home. They're your home comfort specialists with trained for nearly 50 years. How about this bundle of furnace with an AC or a heat pump unit right now? 25% off the package price. 25% off. You're only paying 75%. Get your home comfortable now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Train. Train, it's hard to stop a train, baby. WJSportsTalk.com.
Somebody said earlier, what did they think they are? The Mariners? Hey, it's hard to...
Oh, it is hard to stop it. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. You might have just jinxed it. I'm going to mark down this day right here. You're going to jinx it.
No, I could see them blowing it. Absolutely. They're a pitiful franchise.
You can text us in the Paris Jewelers inbox, parisjewelers.com. Don't be a dud. Be a stud. Go to Paris Jewelers, and one of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza, still making it.
Yes, of course they're making it great because they've got the best and freshest ingredients you'll find on the planet. Top-notch service over 55 years. Order online today, www.royalpizza.ca. Visit one of their locations in the Edmonton area. Here's the third hour for you. You can text us. Like I said, we'll get to a few more of your text messages. We got the orange and blue breakfast. We'll give you our thoughts on the Oilers and Rangers tonight. We need one more question for 3 questions too many. We're going to do that here right away as well. We've got the wrap for William Huff still to come. We're going to play a little kind of easy trivia in just a moment to get the hour going. The 8 o'clock hour on the Nielsen Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk, brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions and Appraisals. Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items for almost 40 years. Don't miss their monthly online auctions, www.gdliquidators.com. They are Canadian-owned and operated. Make them your first call, 780-447-2787, or pop by, check out everything they got going on there. Very cool spot. 14510. That's 14510 124th Ave. And we're just getting going here on Edmonton Sports Talk today. If you're listening on the radio right now, when we're done at 9 o'clock, if you want more great classic rock, stick around here on 95.7 Cruise FM. And if you want more static-free sports talk, we've got you covered the rest of the day on TuneIn, on iHeart, over on YouTube. The Hangout will be from 9 to 11 today. The Lock Shop from 11 until 1. Two guys and a goalie from 12 until 1. EST Afternoons with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage from 1 until 3. And then the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 6 later on today. All right, let's play a little kind of easy trivia today for Mr. Mike's. With a new location opening soon
in
Bonnie Doon. Check out MrMikes.ca for details. Order online, skip the dishes, DoorDash. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casually. My wife referred to Mr. Mike's French fries last night as the best French fries she's ever had.
Whoa.
We were just randomly talking about French fries. She brought that up. All right, Trev, who's playing today, buddy? Who do we got?
Boys, this is a first timer.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Delta Golf.
Delta Golf. Is that his real name?
I think so. That's what it says.
From the long line of the Gulf family there.
I went to a steakhouse called Gulf in Regina.
Also, Gulf's Car Wash. I don't know if they're related.
Don't know that one either. It must be you got that big golf money.
It's that golf money.
Trying to go to 27-0. Let's go to Delta Golf. Good morning, Delta. How are you?
Great. How are you doing today?
We're doing good. We're doing good. You need to get 3 out of 5 correct, okay?
All right.
All right. If you do, we hit 27 in a row in the FM era.
Keep the streak.
If you don't, you ruin the day for everybody. Good luck. Here we go. Which team won Game 2 of the ALCS?
Oh, Seattle.
Name one team playing in the NLCS.
Oh, boy, that's a good one. I'm going to say Cubs.
Who do the Oilers play tonight?
Rangers.
Name one player on the Rangers.
Lafreniere.
Who did the Elks beat on Saturday?
Winnipeg.
Got it. There we go. There we go. 4 out of 5. I was a little nervous.
CFL was never done.
I was a little nervous.
Another 5. Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal a show.
That's a paddling.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules.
Ooh, you better believe that's a paddling.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
That's a paddling.
The first year, we took it to the limit. Take it to the limit.
You cannot come to my house. No, 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 not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, 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 not today.
I have to say, I think it's because of the streak. But I was a little extra nervous there.
The lights are bright.
Whew. Either way, Delta Golf is going to Mr. Mike's.
Yes, maybe you can take the Golf family out for supper.
I went to Gulf Steakhouse in Regina on Thursday night.
Too rare for your liking, hey?
Well, it was weird. It was a little bit too well done on the outside, like too seared, and inside it was more raw than I wanted.
And Dwayne Ford, who sets all this up, can't even make
poor Dwayne Ford. Dwayne Ford texts our crew and is like, guys, it's my first time in Regina in a few years. I want it. And Dwayne loves
loves the meat,
hearty food. He's like, I've got us a reservation. We're going to Gulf Steakhouse. Okay. We're like, yeah, we're in. Sure. We haven't been there. Let's do it. And then he messaged us at like 4:00. He goes, well, Classic Air Canada. My flight's delayed 2.5 hours. I'm not going to make it to dinner. So the rest of us went to Dwayne Ford's reservation.
And left his seat open?
We didn't even do that. We should have. My steak, it was like a really big filet.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if you can't. I don't know. It was like seared on the outside very well, but on the inside it was.
You had a chance to audible and go to the Lebowski restaurant.
I guess
opportunity missed.
We could have done that. It was the second worst thing about Regina outside of those damn jerseys. Which a couple people have, somebody over in the chat was Dusty, this Obsidian stuff is blasphemous.
It's a tough take. I understand it from
McLennan
your
says
perch.
it's not obsidian, it's obscene.
It's obscene. I get it from your point of view, but if you take yourself out of the broadcasting booth.
No, look, man. I can remove myself from the broadcast booth. Up close, those jerseys look spectacular.
Yeah, okay.
I'll say it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a nice looking jersey.
Because you're saying it from a standpoint of not
but
a lot
as
of
a
us.
broadcaster, I can't imagine a worse jersey in North America.
To call games, yeah.
This text comes in from a 306 number. First time they've ever texted an absolutely insane take on the jerseys.
It kind of is.
Obviously. Except it's not. I'm saying it's a very nice jersey.
From a broadcast
perspective, it's a piece of garbage.
That's fair.
Why would you put a black jersey with a black number on it?
It's obsidian. It's not black.
Anyway, I will say this. Regina's pregame stuff is the best in the league. They got the countdown going, and it's
oh
pretty
no,
cool
they get you going.
Well.
They get you going.
Well.
Burglar says plot twist. He spells it GULF. Golf.
Yeah.
Not golf.
Yeah.
Golf. Like, was it Golf Steakhouse? Like, is that where you went to? Like, was it? We're all assuming that it's the sport. Is it?
Maybe it was about a bay of water.
You're right. Like,
yeah. I guess I never even thought about that. My buddy had a car once. Was called a Golf. It was a little one.
Yeah. VW Golfs. They're a nice little get you around.
All right, we need one more question for 3 questions too many, but let's get into it. Send in your questions. Sports questions, Oilers questions. What do we got here? We got an Oilers question, and we have an Elks question. So give us another question. It could be a baseball question. It could be a non-sports question. It could be anything. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Lucas texts in and says, the watermelon jersey would like to have a word for worst jersey. Look,
that was terrible.
I'm not saying it's the worst jersey. The Obsidian jersey is great up close, and if I was a Riders fan who went to games, I would purchase one. I'm just saying from a broadcaster's perspective, it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Maybe in all
both things can be true.
Yes, sure.
Well, I don't think there would be a more difficult jersey to broadcast than that one.
It's like you taking a sip of like an 2,000-year-old Glenfiddich,
a cognac.
Well, but to a whiskey.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have a liner for 3 questions too many?
3 questions too many. Brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda.
They're going to be dropping off a loaner for me here right away.
Dealer Principal Mitch Lewicki would like to report your truck is lit up like a Christmas tree with the diagnostic check. Park Mazda.
Just everything. Is that good or bad?
It's all going off. Yeah.
Very curious about this diagnostic that my truck's going to be getting at Park Mazda today.
What does it come back with? Like, I like a big machine and it prints out what the truck is saying to you.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I'm just fine. I could use a good cleaning.
I'm always worried at this time of day. Right, because they take your vehicle and then you're like, I know there's
not there.
I know it feels off a bit, but just how off does it feel? I told you last week. For all I know, I'm driving a new vehicle by later in the week.
And again, Mitch is taking this project. He says, everybody else take 5.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah, he rolls up the sleeves on his $400 dress shirt.
Gets in there and
puts grease under his eyes like he's going out to play a football game. And gets in there and runs the diagnostic.
Yeah. Shirt looks like obsidian by the
I'm
time
pretty
he's done
sure
it.
with vehicles now, all you have to do is punch in like its code, and
it's all electronic.
Yeah,
it's all electronic.
Here's what's wrong with it.
You don't need a wrench.
And we'll find out.
What do they call it? Turning a wrench? Twisting wrenches?
I think they call it twisting wrenches.
Twisting wrenches.
I got a little bit of a problem with this too. The Oilers, what are they giving out this year? They wrench for the player? The player gets a wrench?
And the high-vis vest.
Yeah, high-vis vest and the wrench. And they're like, the wrench signifies the way we play. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if the first thing I think of is Leon and Connor on the wrenches.
Should be a hammer.
Grinding out a win, you know? Like, they're some kind of high-skilled team. I go what they're trying there for, but I just don't necessarily know if that's going to work.
Well, they switch it up too much.
Yeah.
Like way too much.
So you're saying just stick with something for the last few years. Like, yeah.
A few other things from the oil field you could use that would be a lot more funny.
Yeah, there's probably a couple of other things, yeah.
So they had the biker's vest a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then they had the painter.
The painter and the plumber, which is what Elizabeth's team's doing this year.
Yeah.
They're going painter and plumber.
They change it up. I don't know a team that changes.
Didn't they have the beret for the painter too?
Yes.
They should do, after a win, they should just pour a big tub of oil on one of the guys.
Sure, yeah.
Like really
like
get
that.
into it. Really own it, yeah.
There was a helmet at one point. Yeah.
This text is in from first timer, probably an FMer. Morning, boys. Just seeing it's pulling wrenches, not twisting wrenches.
What it was. I knew it was something.
Wrenches, pulling wrenches. That's right.
Sorry.
It'd probably be twisting screwdrivers.
Twist.
Right? Twist. Pull.
Bronco Nick says Mitch turns his ball cap backwards to get in there. Like he gets.
Yeah, like
he's really getting in there.
Like he's Stallone in that arm wrestling movie. By the way, that guy who said it's pulling wrenches says, I enjoy the show. Have a good day. Oh, man, we enjoy your texts.
Yeah, you have a good day as well.
That's awesome. Thanks, man. Tell your friends. All right, question number 1. Guys, what are fair expectations for an early season 5-game road trip?
We're just giving straight up record here. Is that what
Yeah,
we
well,
want?
I mean, how many points? Possible 10 points.
Oh.
Possible 10 points on the board for the Mighty Oil here. Will they be pulling the wrenches hard enough to come home with 8 points, 7 points, 5 points, 6 points?
Or more of a twist.
Trev, what's your, oh, that was a good road trip expectation. 7 points? Early in the season?
I'd be satisfied with 6.
You have low expectations for this year's team.
I mean, I have to. Well, this team doesn't really do good when I set expectations.
No, but you said satisfied.
Yeah.
6 of 10 is probably, it's satisfactory.
Like the road trip always gets them. I always am like, oh no, they should do this on this road trip. Whenever they head out east, they should do this. They should. But this is a lot earlier this time around than last year and years prior by quite a bit actually. But the Rangers, I like them against the Rangers. I like them against the Islanders. I like them against the Devils. I like them against all the teams that they're playing. So, I mean,
but if you like them against all the teams they're playing, you should expect more than 6 points.
I should, but that's not how it happens. It never is, and it never will be.
I'd say 7 points would be a good road trip.
What's the over-under?
Early in the year,
I'd be pumped.
6.5?
7 points? Yeah, I'd be pumped with that for sure.
Yeah, I think 7 points would be good. What's that? 3-0-1?
Yeah.
3-1-1? It's a 3-1-1 trip?
Yeah. They're
That's a
more
pretty
than
good
capable.
trip.
They're more than capable of doing that. I just don't know if they will. That's why I say 6 points.
780-218-9999. Little Johnny texts in, says, you guys like the travel suits that all the Oilers wear? Yeah, they all came off the plane yesterday. I saw with like these nice like sweatsuits.
Looks like they're members of Heaven's Gate or something.
Is that's the new dress code this
The
year,
new dress
right?
code is you can basically wear whatever you want.
Stupid. I don't like it.
You like it when they dress up, eh?
Yeah, I like dressing up. I think it's cool. That bothers me. Just you're wearing loungy outfits. It just I don't know. I don't like it.
I'm with you. Know what I'm kind of torn on recently is panelists or people on TV. Like when we go on camera on CFL on TSN, our jackets are always done.
attire?
I know our jackets are always done up, and I see everybody like a lot of other people are doing stuff with jackets undone now.
Yeah,
which is when you sit down in a suit jacket. That's usually when you undo it.
Yeah,
right, but we're sitting there waiting to go on camera. Ours are done up, and I'm like, I just want to be open suit jacket guy.
Don't give in to peer pressure.
Well, I know, but all the color guys want to put on like suits and 40 and those guys. Well, Ford would wear a tracksuit if we'd let him on the broadcast. But like Suits wants to be like jacket totally done up. And I'm like, let's let these ties flow a little bit.
Yeah. It'll be that way, I bet, in a year.
I got totally distracted there. I'd say 7 points would be a good road trip. Question number 2. Guys, am I taking it too far by saying Rankin is the most dangerous offensive weapon in the CFL outside of quarterbacks? What do you think,
boys?
It's probably too much of a homer take. I think I was going to say Kenny Lawler, but Lawler can't run for 1,000 yards. He's got 13 touchdowns. He's not going to go 1,000, but he's going to finish with what are we looking at? 1,700 total yards. Depending on these last 2 games, 1,800 total yards of offense. 9 rushing touchdowns, 4 receiving touchdowns. I mean, you can throw anything up to Kenny though. So I'd probably say Kenny Lawler's still the most dangerous weapon in the league. But Rankin might be too.
You can do both.
He might be too. Go get that Rankin jersey. He's a good one. He's a keeper.
2 years.
Keeping them involved. All right, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. All right, let's see. Let's get one more question. Here we go. This is the third question. Baseball question. Are the Blue Jays' struggles due to the fact that the Mariners have played well, or that the Jays are playing too individually and straying from their strengths? Each guy trying to hit a homer every bat instead of getting on base and turning the batting order over. That's a third question for 3 questions too many. What do you think this series? 2-0?
Have we discussed Vladdy's numbers yet?
He's 0 for 7, isn't he?
He sure is. Tough look.
That is a tough look. So you think this is more on the Jays sucking, or the Mariners just being that good?
I think it goes hand in hand. As I said earlier,
I do think that
again, every team celebrates getting into the postseason. They celebrate winning a wild card. That's what baseball does. To say, oh, look at the Jays. Well, yeah, but every team does it to an extent, however. But I just think beating the Yankees in that series with the Yankees and how much Vladdy hates the Yankees and everybody hates the Yankees. I was sure.
You hate the Yankees?
I don't mind the Jays. I have a lot of friends and family that love the Jays. I don't mind them, but we all hate the Yankees except Mark Majot.
Majot and
He's more lonely than I am in this country.
Iwanek also.
And
Iwanek partially hates the Yankees sometimes.
But he wanted them to lose because of Boone. It was a win-win for him. So there was so much hype in that.
So you're thinking not because of the celebration, but the letdown from the Yankees.
I just think the vibe was so high there that then you get a Seattle team coming in. And again, it's not like you have any beef with Seattle. I mean, nobody has beef with Seattle. Nobody cares about Seattle. So they kind of come in here kind of off the radar. They had a thrilling 5-gamer with Detroit where they were, again, the Friday night, they almost played 2 games in one, had to fly cross-country, flight delayed, all of that. But they kind of keep it going where the Jays had the big win, had a little bit of rest. You don't really keep that vibe going, and then it was such a big one to beat them that you do feel that a little bit of pop is out. Like that was their, which it shouldn't be. I mean, again, they're playing for the World Series. I get that, but subconsciously, I guess you get into that track that you've done the big one. You've beaten the Pinstripes. Wow. And now it's the Mariners in the ALCS. Like Jays Yankees should be the ALCS.
Yeah.
That's
I think about 40% of it is on the Jays just not playing the way they should be playing. But the more of it, 60% is on the Mariners being a really good baseball team. I mean, the Mariners, what was the stretch they did? Then when they won 17 of 18 to kind of get themselves into this spot? That's when they heated up, right?
They played above there. Yeah, and they had some great acquisitions at the trade deadline. They started hot, too, and I know Buck mentioned on the broadcast, early in the season, the Jays went into Seattle and swept them. And that was when the Mariners started off very, 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 very hot. So, there'll be some Blue Jays fans down Seattle way for that game, more than any Mariners fans in Toronto. So, but yeah, they've taken advantage of their chances. I would say probably better pitching overall, including the bullpen.
Yeah, 100%.
So
that's undebatable.
Both teams have bats. We'll just see if the Jays can wake theirs up in a pitcher's park at T-Mobile.
Computer Guy 84 says the umpire yesterday was awful too, but blaming Schneider for losses isn't right. How about the bullpen needs to throw a strike? I thought the umpire yesterday was both sides. Like for both teams, I'm like, this guy's missing a ton.
Yeah, they didn't even need to have that square in the broadcast. He
was awful yesterday. All right, there you go. That is 3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff of Park Mazda.
Their game against the Yankees, right? You called it too. The bullpen game. And that was like their crescendo. Like that was.
I'd probably skip Bieber here and go bullpen game in game 3. You got to have it. Got to go to your best. That's the bullpen, right? You heard it here first.
And you Savage too. Game of his lifetime.
Against the Yankees,
it's tough to top that, or kind of, you usually kind of feel, well.
I still love that guy.
No, great pitcher.
Tough one yesterday. All right, the Orange and Blue Breakfast is on the way next. We will set up the Oilers and the New York Rangers as they kick off a 5-game road trip, 7 of their next 8 on the road here to start the year. Tommy Gazzola will be where tonight?
BP's Westgate
Boston Pizza.
4 o'clock
on the West End.
Hour, hey?
Oh, yeah, that's an early one.
Rolling off work or whatever?
Off of work, straight to Boston Pizza tonight. Tommy will be there. Boston Pizza Westgate. That's just north of West Edmonton Mall. Many of you know that place was packed during playoffs last year. Should be a pretty good time. First on location. For all of Tommy's on location and all of our on location broadcasts, go to edmontonsportstalk.com, click on location. Yeah. We've got like 6 or 7 here in the month of October that you're going to want to check out. Yeah, chance for all you nasties to get out and have some fun. All right, the Orange and Blue Breakfast is on the way next. Let's get to a sports update right now, which is brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club, accepting registration now for Thursday night men's curling. Plus, book your bonspiel for the upcoming season and get free ice rental with the purchase of the buffet dinner. Visit egmgolf.com for more details.
Well, as Dusty mentioned, you can join Tom Gazzola tonight. Boston Pizza Westgate, the GCL Diesel pre- and post-game show. Coverage gets underway 4 o'clock here on EST, leading to 5 o'clock puck drop as the Oilers kick off a 5-game road trip against the Rangers. Edmonton picking up its first win of the season Saturday at home to the Canucks. On the diamond, Mariners pounding the Jays 10-3. They'll take a 2-0 series lead back to Seattle. That game 3 goes tomorrow night. Meanwhile, in the NLCS, the Dodgers would take a close one. Game 1 over the Brewers, 2-1 your final. Game 2 tonight back in Milwaukee at 6:08. The Montreal Alouettes won their 4th in a row yesterday with a 30-10 victory over the Red Blacks. Week 20 of the CFL kicks off Friday with a doubleheader. Riders are in Winnipeg, while the Elks look to keep their season live in BC. Kickoff 8:30. Pair of games on the Monday nighter last night. Bijan Robinson rushed for 170 yards. Falcons would knock off the Bills 24-14, while Jake Moody's 30-yard field goal would win it. The Bears on the road 25-24 over the Commanders. Back over to hockey, Miroslav Holinka and Lukas Sachin each had a pair of goals as the Oil Kings would defeat the Hurricanes 6-2, improving to 7-2. Oil Kings are back in action tomorrow night when they welcome in the Portland Winterhawks. 7 o'clock puck drop. Sports update brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club, accepting registration now for Thursday night men's curling league. Plus, you can book your Bonspiel for the upcoming season and get free ice rental with the purchase of a buffet dinner. Visit egmgolf.com for more details.
It's almost time, the ice is calling. The crowd's alive, the pucks are falling. New faces skating on the line. Howard Savoy, will they bring fire? Fuel our dreams, take us higher. Oh, Oilers, let's go all the way. Defense strong goes today. Oilers, we believe in you. New season's here. Show us what you can do. So many names, but can they play our kind of game? Light up the day. The city's heartbeats on the ice. We need a goalie, we need a wall. Dreams are big, but pucks are small. Oilers, let's go all the way. Defense strong goes today. Oilers, we believe in you. New season's here. Show us what you can do. Oilers, let's go all the way. Defense strong goes today. Oilers, we believe in you. New season's here. Show us what you can do.
8:37 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here. If you're watching over on YouTube today, hammers the thumbs up for you boys. We would appreciate that. We are live in the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. 3-piece bone-in chicken right now for just $8 at all Popeyes location. The Nielsen Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
We are going to dive into your orange and blue breakfast. Hello. Brought in a couple of packs, eh? Just a couple of packs today. There you go, RLT. You get into any of these over the weekend?
I certainly
Trav, here you
did
go.
not. No, I didn't.
Oh, good catch. That was right at your face. All right, well, we're not really putting the set together, but we're not putting the set together.
Early days, hey, yeah.
Let's see how it works, see how it comes together. We got a Heiskanen base, we got a Trevor Zegras base, and we've got the Jake Ottinger goalie etchings.
Oh.
Hey, who's your goalie etchings?
They call him Binner.
Binner.
Jordan Binnington, goalie etchings, and then a Matt Boldy base, and that snap show, Mackenzie Weegar.
Oh, Mackenzie Weegar. What a freak. Trev, you're still opening your pack? What's wrong with you, man?
Do you need a scissor?
I struggle opening things.
Yeah, you do.
Well, actually,
obviously.
I think I know what I'm going to confess.
Are you worried
next
about
week.
the germs there?
No,
Is that what that
this
is?
is good.
Must be.
Okay, I've got Roman Yossi.
Okay, it's Josie.
Roman Josie I got. There's Mark Stone. That's pretty cool. True North Heroes. That looks pretty good.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, look at that. And then Mikko Rantanen.
The
him,
Moose.
I think.
Some call him the Moose.
I don't like that.
Yeah, they call him Moose.
How about that?
We got Moose. All right, so let's get into your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Oilers and Rangers tonight kicking off this 5-game road trip for the Mighty Oil. Orange and Blue Breakfast is brought to you by GCL Diesel. Providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They're the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and the Northern Alberta area for over 50 years. GCL Diesel understood is what they've done with the diesel. All right, let's take a look at your projected line combinations for tonight's hockey game. Edmonton Oilers coming in off that win. It was a convincing victory. Let's just say it. It was a convincing victory against the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks hung around much longer than they should have. Demko was outstanding. Pickard was not very tested. Jamie McLennan said this morning he would go back to Stuart Skinner for the game tonight. There was a lot of debate last week on the station about Daily Faceoff needs more ads. 100%. There's not enough ads popping up here. On Two Guys and Goalie last week, we were chatting about who should start. Cass said he would have gone back with Skinner. Gager figured it would be Pickard. I said it should be Pickard. Trev, who would you throw between the pipes tonight? Go back to Skinner. He's your number one guy.
Tonight? Well, I mean, I'm always go with the win. Pickard just got the win.
So you're going to stick to that all year, though?
Until he loses it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Pickard.
So you're going to go Pickard tonight?
Yep.
Who would you go with tonight? Would you go back to Skinner or would you go Pickard?
I like the hot hand.
Yeah, as do I.
I mean, was it really a hot hand? He barely got tested at all.
No, but
it's not like he stood on his head and got a win. You have to go back to him.
The Skinner, like, the Philp goal was a fluke.
Yeah.
The Zari goal probably shouldn't have counted.
Yeah.
Skinner then made a save or two late in the game that kept it preserved as a tie.
Did okay in the shootout.
He's plagued with situational mistakes, one or two that cost you. So then he can play good. So I could make an argument in the case. You can see them going back to him and saying, "Hey, take this one. The lights are bright. It's MSG and all those things." But I do like going with the guy who's just gotten you a win, even though it was, not a lot of work and not a lot of sweat.
I'm torn on this one. I think you can make a legitimate case for Pickard. Yes. I think most people would probably want to see Pickard start.
Nobody wants to see Skinner.
But I'm also sitting there going, if you're trying to instill confidence in Skinner as your number one guy, and he doesn't start 2 of the first 3 games, is he actually the guy that's your number one goalie? Or is it just straight up who's ever playing better gets the net this year? I'm going to have time for that too.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Strong competition.
But if it was,
I think they'll go Skinner. Oh, I don't know which way I would go.
You have a coin?
I want to say Skinner, but my mouth wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
I think my gut is saying Pickard, but
what do your lips say?
Tell me.
I'll say Skinner, and I would go Skinner. I'll do it. I'll do it. You know what Pickard gives you? Tidy effort in game. I'd go back to Skinner. Let's see what's up, and then go from there. Okay. And if Skinner plays well, I'd give him the next one, and then no matter what, I'd give Pickard the one after that.
So you're just
Skinner gets at least 3 on the road trip, is what I would say.
That's literally how Knobloch's making his choice.
You don't know what to do here.
You threw up on the wall, and he throws a pen in there.
Okay, that's it.
All right, McDavid with Frederick and Draisaitl, Nuge with Savoy and Mangiapane. Hey, you love Mangiapane now? 2 goals
Not
to
a
start the
chance.
year? Not yet?
Not a chance.
He's got to fight.
Get a
He
fight.
needs a fight.
Do something. Be physical.
Adam Henrique with Howard and Tomaszek. And then Philip, Kapanen, and Podkolzin. And Thomas Sek's going to score at least 1 goal on this road trip, right?
Might score tonight.
I mean, he's been all around it.
Boston
score
Pizza
tonight.
Westgate.
Oh,
It
that
writes
would be
itself.
perfect.
He'd be running around there.
Tony's sitting there staring at Tommy's face.
Having a dart.
Yeah.
Ekholm, Bush, Regula
Smile
with
on his
Nurse,
face.
Kulak, and Emerson. As for the New York Rangers, let's take a look at what the Rangers are rolling out this year. Eh? Why
Rangers.
not? Zabinajad Lafreniere, who was a correct answer on
correct,
kind of
yes.
his trivia today, with Panarin, JT Miller, Connor Sheary, Willie Cooley, Noah Laba.
Hell of
Top
a
heavy,
name.
man. They're top heavy.
Hell of a name.
I don't.
Their top 6 is really good. Their bottom 6 is probably one of the worst.
Careful
in the
about Sam Carrick here.
Noah Laba
right.
with Taylor Radish and Johnny Brodzinski. Now there's a guy. And then Carrick between Adam Edstrom and Rempe.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, you're right. That is a top-heavy forward group for sure. Gavrikov with Fox, Matthew Robertson, Will Borgen, Vakanainen, and Braden Schneider.
Will Borgen is a strong name too, eh?
You like that name?
Will Borgen.
Will
Sounds like just
Borgen.
a last name. Will Borgen.
Oh, yeah. His name's Steve Will Borgen.
Ed Will Borgen.
All right. As for a list of guys who aren't tough enough to play hockey tonight, let's get into your podium physiotherapy injury report. Knee pain from that nagging ACL injury? Hip or shoulder pain slowing you down? What about back pain after a long day at work, carrying all those people that you work with who don't do enough on the job? Well, they've got you covered. Whether it's a sports injury, post-op recovery, or the wear and tear of everyday life, the expert team is here to get you back on track. At Podium Physiotherapy, unlock the athlete in you. Who can't go tonight, Rick?
For the New York Rangers, Vincent Trocheck is out. Also Carson Soucy. And for Oilers, Zach Hyman, Matthias Janmark, Jake Volman.
Haven't even seen Wallman yet. Haven't even seen Hyman yet.
Haven't seen Janmark yet.
They're going to probably acquire Alex Tuck. Like, it's pretty good team shaping up here.
It's looking good.
Pretty good team. Look at the smirk on this guy's face. Jeff is loving this stuff.
Yes.
He is loving it. What is your key to a victory tonight, LT?
Well, obviously, you could do a key to any victory is scoring more goals than the opposition.
That's a big one. I mean, that is a big
probably
one.
a path to a win. But specifically, Mr. Shesterkin, who's allowed 2 goals in his first 3 starts of the season. He's been hot. Rangers aren't giving up a lot, 1.25 goals per game against, second fewest in the league through, again, early days. And also keeping one of JT Miller and specifically Artemi Panarin quiet, as Panarin points in 7 of his last 8 games against Edmonton. It's 3 multi-point games as well in the last 5 meetings for the other bread.
He's been a bit of a killer.
It's bread v. bread tonight, hey?
Yeah, it's like a sandwich. A good old turkey sandwich.
Will Borgen's the meat.
I had some of the best turkey sandwiches I ever had yesterday. We had these, the little dinner buns, like the turkey sandwich and the little dinner buns, so squishy, so good. And I put a ridiculous amount of butter and salt on this turkey sandwich.
Mayonnaise?
No mayo.
No mayo.
I saw you tweeted something about mayo yesterday.
I love mayo in a turkey sandwich. I didn't have any. So I went through the rummage through and I said, a bottle of ranch here. And ranch is a pretty, you can
You didn't
play
have
that
butter?
thing up and
You
down
could
the
have
line.
gone butter.
I did butter too.
Oh, butter too.
Butter's
Okay.
butter's
I
big.
just go like
salt, pepper, butter. But then
ridiculous
I do
amount of butter.
I do like an accompaniment of either mayo or in this case, ranch worked fine. I'm not going to use it. It's not taking mayo's place or anything, but it works in a pinch.
Part of me wanted to do a bigger turkey. We only did like a 4.2 kilogram. What's that, like a 7-pounder? We're almost out of like good white meat left over.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like, I said to Tam last night, we should have done a 10-pounder.
Did you do the wishbone?
Yeah, the kids broke the wishbone yesterday.
Okay, who?
Marshall won it.
Marshall.
What
a day for him, beating Daddy in football and getting the wishbone.
And then, so he got the wishbone. He wouldn't tell us what he did, obviously. What was Elizabeth's wish? She told me because she didn't win it. She's like, well, I wished for this. I can't remember what it was. It was pretty funny, though, at the time.
Now, Marshall, for the wish to come true, he has to sleep with the wishbone under his pillow for an entire year.
Is that what it is? Oh, he didn't do that last night.
Well,
that's a tough
there's still
look.
time.
That's a tough look.
Fish it out of the old garbage.
My game day prediction.
Well, let's go back to the early bird as well, maybe.
I hit the game day prediction last Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I'm 1 for 1 this year. The early bird bet is already sitting there. It's waiting for you. Oilers to win and Connor McDavid to score a goal tonight plus 212. I got to do something. I can't just go, Connor McDavid's going to score.
No, I get
That's
it.
Too
But
lame.
I just want to revisit this.
We've already got the EST special up. PlayAlberta.ca, PlayAlberta, title sponsor of all of Edmonton Sports Talk. Download the app or just go to the website, put in the code EST50 and deposit $50 and get a $50 free bet, which is nice. If you want, you could use that $50 free bet on the Oilers to win tonight and Connor McDavid to score a goal. It's plus 212. For them to score or for them to win, it's minus 141. But if you wanted, boost, and we also got this boosted a bit. Oilers to win, Connor McDavid to score tonight, plus 212. You know what I'm going to do? I want to get on this train. I will say Tomaszek scores his first NHL goal.
Do it for Tony.
In the Big Apple, a guy from overseas,
Tomas.
a 29-year-old, Tomaszek, who just is now getting an opportunity, scores in New York City under the brightest of lights. One day they'll have a Broadway show about it. So I'll go Tomaszek. Gets his first goal. He's been all around it, man. He probably couldn't sleep the last couple of nights because of Demko.
Yeah. We could call him Broadway David.
Oh, that's a good one.
That works.
Yeah, or the show could just be Tomaszek, the story of a man.
Tomaszek?
It's a one-man
Tomaszek?
show, and it's just all the people on the show come up and say his name differently. And
like
it
that.
drives him insane, and he goes to a loony bin.
Yeah.
That might be the best way to look at it. Anyway, Tommy Gazzola will be live on location tonight. Boston Pizza Westgate. Pre and post game there. Head over right after work. Pop into Boston Pizza. Grab a bite to eat.
Happy hour.
Should be a pretty good time. We'd love you to join us for lunch tomorrow as well. Myself and Tommy. My buddy Evan Dom's going to pop by for a sub. Oh. He said nobody eats more Subway than him.
Oh, wow.
I said, that's a bold prediction.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah. He said, nobody eats more Subway than me. I'm coming by for a visit. We will be live for Lock Shop and Oil Stream tomorrow. Subway Sunwapta. First time we've ever done a show at a Subway. Come on by. Any purchase, free 6-inch sub. Come in, buy a drink. You get a free sub. You get free lunch, basically. You can also fill out a ballot to win $100 Subway gift card. That's tomorrow from 11 until 1. We'd love to see you out. We'd love for this to be a massive success. So swing on by for some lunch. Get a free 6-inch sub. 10170 186th Street, right on the west end. You know where they have that new development next to that business Costco? Right there. That's where you can join us. It's going to be a good time tomorrow for lunch. The Lock Shop being the first ever show to go live from a Subway. Put it on the list for an Esty.
Sure.
Lock Shop's got to get there somehow, so we fly us out here for the Esties.
And Dom may be getting Performance of the Year.
Well, if he's going to eat more Subway than anybody's ever eaten in their entire
I want
life.
him with a mountain of sandwiches.
Who makes that claim?
Well, it's kind of.
Who makes that claim?
Yeah.
I said, we have a meeting after. I said, why don't you come by Subway for lunch? He goes, nobody eats more Subway than me. And then he sent me a link.
Nobody asked.
He sent me a link from when he was doing WHL Color in Regina of him talking about Subway for like 3 minutes during a stoppage.
His claim to fame, eh?
So maybe he does eat more Subway than anybody. I'd argue that my kids probably eat more Subway than anybody. They love Subway. They're coming by too. Tam and Marshall and the Muzz, because of the teacher strike, they're going to be by for some Subway lunch as well.
It's a hell of a deal to take advantage of.
Well, the kids never get to come to like a Boston Pizza because they're in the lounge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're gonna plan on popping by tomorrow for some Subway. So that'll be fun. Plus, my wife loves free stuff.
Well,
Who
that's
doesn't
what I'm
love
saying.
free stuff? It's a free 6-inch
It's a hell
sub.
of a deal.
All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done at William Huff. Bruce and his dream team over there. I saw Bruce. If you watch very closely, if TSN gets a shot of the Elks about ready to come out of the tunnel, the guy who's standing there waiting to tell them to come out of the tunnel is Bruce from William Huff. I saw him on the screen the other day. So yeah, they've been doing this since 1952. They can make whatever you need look extremely professional. WilliamHuff.com. What did we learn on the show today, you guys?
Well, Delaney Hudson, 8 years, right? For the Habs.
Less than 9.
Habs also reported this morning are closing in on 2 more new contracts for Executive VP of Hockey Ops Jeff Gorton and General Manager Kent Hughes.
You know what? Good day to have Matt Kramala on tomorrow. He's a huge Habs guy.
Yeah.
He'll love this stuff.
And he's killing it on that Grant McCagg podcast as well.
I haven't checked it out
I see
yet.
it all over the place, yeah.
I learned that you're big into triology. You're a treologist.
Yeah, horticulturist. That's
Yes.
what I wrote down too.
That's what it was.
And now you got. How
Big
about them
tree guy.
apples? You can fix that into your
big
CFL
time.
call.
Yeah, you see how many apples we have.
How
now?
about them apples?
You like
There's so many
apples?
apples. You want an apple? I'll bring you an apple tomorrow. Either you guys want a fresh tree apple?
Hate 'em.
So I'm up. You hate apples
I'm not a big fan.
and grapes. You hate grapes too.
I'm not
don't
a big fruit guy.
That's weird.
Milne too.
you? What are the odds of you not being the big fruit guy?
No, I
You gotta
get it.
show with me.
Well,
I'm not a fruit guy either.
no.
No, I only eat apples
What are we doing here?
with the
It's
peel
healthy for you
off.
guys.
I
can't-
drink them.
You only eat apples with the peels. Oh, Trev, how old are you, my
Oh,
man?
yeah. Hey, chicken fingers over there.
Well, I,
You
look,
don't
man,
get
I don't
talking.
assicate the skin off.
Oh, I
like
don't
the
ask,
chicken finger
I
as
do it
is.
myself.
Oh, can you imagine that?
I want chicken finger,
Skinless
no
tendies.
skin,
Ugh.
skinless tendies.
Just boiled.
You
please.
you don't eat apples with skin on them.
Yeah, no, I have to peel them, and I peel them. I don't get others. To
Well, that's
peel
where the
them for
wax
me.
is. That's bad for
Well, of course you don't let other people do it. You're
And the oranges,
germaphobe.
Only oranges, I only chew them and then I spit them out because I don't like the texture. I can't.
Oh my god! I thought me sucking on spits and then chewing it was bad. You put a piece of an orange in your mouth, suck all the juice out of it, then spit the pulp out.
I love that flavor.
The rind.
Yeah, it's gross. I don't know how you can chew and swallow
dude.
that.
You are unbelievable.
Thank you.
You are unbelievable. Even like
You
coming
too.
from me, you're unbelievable. Wow. Oh man.
What'd you learn, Dusty?
Well, I learned that being a tree guy makes me a horticulturist. I took an apple off our tree yesterday and bit right into it. Like I was a caveman.
Didn't even care.
It was crazy.
Didn't wash it?
No, I looked at Tam and she's like, no. I said, I don't care. I bit into it. It was probably the best bite of an apple I ever had in my entire life.
Pretty sour?
No, it was delicious. It's like you're getting a gala from Save On Foods.
Gala.
The gala's my go-to. That's why I referenced it.
It's the mainstream.
But these look like gala apples. I can't believe I'm going to peel an apple for you, buddy. I'm going to bring one in tomorrow.
I will. I'll have it.
Huh. I can't believe you
That's
eat
always
orange and
the-
then spit it all out.
I was always self-conscious because I did it in school once. And then just on my desk, there's this chewed orange. And then I never ate orange.
Where'd you put it back onto the peel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Peel and then
Did you peel it off so it looked like, you know? Yeah, you did. I know you did.
Of course.
God, you are a pervert. All right, let's get to what do we do for sound of the day today here, boys? Where do we go for sound of the day? Hey, what do we do here? You know what? We haven't...
Rankin family.
let's hit the what?
It's the Halloo Crew.
Sure.
No. It's the Halloo Crew.
Oh, dude. I'm your huckleberry.
It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
Halloo Crew. Halloo, 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 halloo.
Oh, dude.
It's the Halloo Crew.
You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
A little Tombstone Tuesday for you.
It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo Crew. It's the Halloo.
Something we learned today. We were missing one of our Funko Pops, but I found it. It was in the recycling bin.
You solved that mystery pretty good. Like pretty.
Yeah.
You put one and one together.
But now I can't stop thinking it's like a Toy Story thing. Huh? Where at nighttime, these two little guys come alive and are running around the office.
No.
And he fell into the recycling bin because they were getting up to hijinks. Let's get to your text of the day for Royal Pizza.
So come on home, Royal Pizza.
It's the text of the day. Let's go with this one. I just saw this one. I love this one from downtown Phil. It was a confession that came in a little bit earlier. Confession. I'm tired of pretending that I'm a Jays fan. Right? How many of those people are like out there right now who are just like, I'm kind of a Jays fan, but I'm not a Jays fan. And now I'm starting to get tired of having to pretend to be a Jays fan.
Yeah, peel it off.
Yeah, downtown Phil, well done, sir. You might as well get something for your fandom there. How about a gift certificate to Royal Pizza?
Royal Pizza.
Pretending to like the Jays.
Yeah, that works.
That kind of
yeah.
worked. That was okay. All right. What are we watching tonight? I hate these early games. I know as a guy who stays up late. No, I hate him. I'm
this
sorry,
is where
boys.
it's at,
Because I'm
baby.
still not watching it till probably 9 o'clock tonight.
Love him.
Marshall's got we got basketball practice at 7.
Damn.
So I guess we'll watch the first half of the game, then go to basketball practice. I'll come home and have to watch the second half of the game. Just give me 7:30 starts.
Yeah.
Not 8, not 8:30. Just give me a 7:30. Lock it in all year. I know many of you will love it. Although I think some people coming home from work.
No,
might not
work
be.
works for
I'm all
love
for
it.
it. I love it.
I don't necessarily love it. But anyway, that's what everybody's watching tonight.
Absolutely.
Oilers and Rangers. Pop by Boston Pizza Westgate. Tommy will be there pre and post game, getting you set for this game tonight, and then breaking down Connor McDavid and Thomas Ek's first goals of the year.
Yes.
All right, that would work out very well. Skinless tendies. Ew. That's gross.
Well, somebody make a mention. Calvin Van Dassler, tendies are skin. I guess they are. It's chicken. But we're talking about like the breading. Like,
no breading.
It's the crisp that
like
makes that's the skin on the.
Yeah. Big Davison says, someone tell Trev they make pre-chewed orange. It's called orange juice.
Well, I'm well aware of orange juice.
So why don't you just drink orange juice when you feel like you want to have an orange?
Even juices, it's not the same flavor, right? Like that's not the same flavor. But I do. I'm a big orange juice guy.
Yeah, I don't like orange juice. I'm an apple juice guy.
I love.
We'll
all
have to
juices.
go outside later in a fist fight.
Pineapple juice, all of them.
All right, that's going to do it for the show today. I can't
Enough
believe
with this.
you chew oranges and spit the whole thing out.
The whole thing.
You have a ridiculous palate, sir.
Oh, thank you.
All right, that's going to do it. The Nielsen Show has been brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Shout out to Dennis and his team over at Weiss Johnson. Coming up next year on 95.7 Cruise FM. Oh, Matchbox 20. Push. I want to push you around, so I will. That's a good song.
Said I don't know.
Really loved by the hand that something.
That whole album is a
The
banger.
hand that touched me. That's I have that one. It's actually in my. It's in my.
With the guy with the goggles on. Yeah.
I have that album. It's in my CD pack in my
Front to
truck.
back, it's great.
Yeah.
Even the back catalog of that.
Anyway, we got to get you to these great tunes. We got the Hangout coming up on TuneIn and iHeart and at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. But if you're on 95.7 Cruise FM, back to the classic rock here right away as well. For YouTube Travel Lieutenant Eric, I am Dustin Nielsen. Thank you very much for watching, listening, however you consume the show. We appreciate it. Tell your friends. Take it easy.